It's like dancing outside of the
Pole dancing, right? Go on, Jim, lad.
It's doing an Irish jig now.
I didn't want you to get laddie, you see, he's come down.
Moved away, it's stepping back.
Jumped down, he's broke his legs.
Can you wave? Oh. Can you wave at us? Is that your gravestone on the wall? Is that your headstone? Can you tell us your name? Got two. Picking up two.
Still there?
I've got two. This one's.
Sorry, and Jim.
Can you wave at us? Can you put your arm in the air? It did. Oh, it did. Thank you. It did. He put his arm in the air.
Where's come down?
This is a larger figure. That first one looked like a child.
Is there somebody out here or is somebody here with us now?
Everyone's in here.
Where did it say his name?
Just
This
up
side
here.
of the pillar, so it's opposite sides. Works at reverse angle.
Oh, have you got a reverse?
I don't know how to change it to normal, do you?
Yeah.
I do.
You've got to go to the settings up.
Oh, just pick something up over in that corner. There, hang on.
Go to your settings on top. You can do mirror. It's just on mirror.
Yeah.
On your settings. You've got a top bar on your settings.
Doesn't say so. Colour stream, depth stream, skeleton stream, views.
Views. Go on views.
It just goes to switch. It just
Go
switches
switches
the.
sides.
Yeah.
It should change to mirror though. You've got it on mirror if it's switched over.
Can you give us some more names, please?
Got Jim and Harriet. Is anybody else here? Oh no, I don't do Jim Dummy. I've never had Jim Dummy. Ever.
Can I just ask, what does that do if a person walks in front of it? Is it
It'll map you. It'll look if you go stand over. You go stand over there.
All right, yeah, I get you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Predator.
But it should create a stick. If you had a night vision camera, and actually had the night vision camera pointing where that's pointing, all you'd see is loads of the dots.
Right. What, so has it picked something up, yeah?
Yeah,
just
up
picking
there on the
something up,
top
up
level.
There, and either side of this, it's just frozen, shut down.
It's frozen now.
Frozen, shut down.
Restarting.
That's not the right software though. This is it.
That's how you get right basement.
That looks really
Oh, there we're back again.
Back in.
Hello.
Oh, he's bread dancing. Yay, man, get in there.
Come on. We've got two.
Oh, it's karate, the karate fighting. Wait!
Hey.
A bit of a scrap then. It's got a guitar.
That side of the pillar.
So that's
So it's a
just up
reverse.
here.
There.
what
Yeah.
Is that your headstone on the wall?
Right.
Don't you know?
This is focusing. Look at that. Oh, Rog.
What is
It
it?
goes back again.
One of the women that were here before, she said that she kept seeing a dog in here.
Yeah.
That looks like a child now. We've had a bigger one.
The first image I was drawn to a child.
Oh, we got any cat balls?
Yeah.
Cat ball.
I've
Throw a
always-
cat ball over there.
I will
Up
do.
there.
Just 2 seconds. At the top.
No, just down here next to the pillar.
Fabulous just went all funny as well. Then, not like
How did it say Dictionary Road? I'm taking this off because I know when I went after.
Oh, where do you want it?
Somewhere around this pillar. Because it looks like a child, so we're getting a bigger figure come through as well. There we go.
Taking pictures. Oh, wow, there's lots of dust.
That is a big figure. Hello, if you can see us, can you wave at us?
Copy for
Can you put your arm in the air and wave at us, please?
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. We don't mean any harm. Just come to see if you're here. We can see you. Obviously.
Can you try and tell us your name through this device that I'm holding in my hand?
Can you say the name that's on that stone.
Foliage.
I said all there.
You haven't said Newcastle, then it sounds like it said new.
Do you know the lady with the hat?
There's a child back there again. If the child's still here with us, can you move the ball on the floor? Flashes when you touch it. Bit like Gary.
Not long, no.
Oh yeah.
You've been through.
Oh, me? Nah. Nah. See, it's not picking. No, it's not, but it's picking something up. It's picking up a shorter one this side and a larger one this side. Oh, sorry, shorter and larger, so it's opposite.
It's only limited to mapping 2 people at any one time.
That'll do for me. And off again. So annoying. You got.
There you go. That's
There.
better.
Yeah, no, there was somebody behind Gary then.
Gotta get his balls up.
There's somebody right next to you, Gary. Right next to you, next to the pillar.
What?
Next to the pillar, other side.
Gone now.
They've gone. You come back and touch Gary's hand. I hope that rolls right away and you can't get it.
That's what she said last night.
It's going to go off again, look. It just keeps losing power.
I didn't do that other day.
No, it's not. It's not this. It just keeps powering down.
What's your back ball like? Oh,
No, it's brilliant.
About 2.5 hours out of it. We set it up the other day and let it run.
to test it.
Yeah.
Weird how it's shutting down, isn't it?
It didn't do this.
It don't do this at all.
It just sat and ran for 2 hours.
The old Vicarage, Wakefield, out in numbers tonight. Saturday, I don't know what the date is. I know it's April.
6th of April.
6th of April. Spook Seekers.
Got a torch.
Munch,
no,
munch.
so I can't do it. I've got
Session
power,
one.
It's got power.
Is it nothing on? It's on
Call this
lights
main
on.
room upstairs.
Where's
Okay.
by Gravestone?
By the gravestone. Headstone.
Got a torch.
The White Lion room.
Double check with
The
it.
White Lion room.
That's wired up right.
Yes, you know.
We brought you reverse parking sensors.
Say again.
We brought you reverse parking
Are you
sensors.
knocking in?
Yes.
We've got
Put the fire on.
Is that inside?
Hot too, to go off it.
Power.
That was probably the outside entrance at White Lion.
Yeah, it's very well. I think it's too big for that though, isn't it?
No.
Not big enough.
Because some of the pubs, the statement that they made were extravagant, didn't they, when they could?
Got that one up and running.
Just fire
Stick
that.
with that one.
Is it reset, Gary?
Yeah. It has reset
I've
now.
got somebody.
Somebody again.
This is a different settings for
I need some batteries.
what type.
Triple A.
I think I'm
I've got some in the box. I just haven't been able to find them.
Somebody just gone under there. Somebody just gone by. I saw something dark move in front of me, and then instantly I got another figure as soon as it walked straight in front of me. I saw it get really dark.
Well, I was just getting in to check my eggs. I just got my hand in.
No, I saw it go that way. And as soon as that happened, got another figure.
Can you go? Whoa.
All that.
What do you sound like?
Can you move any of that equipment on the top of the beam on that floor,
Put the software up.
please?
You want a mono pod?
We've got one.
I might use it.
Hey?
You're miles off there with it.
Yeah, no, I just
Can you move the cat ball?
Temperature thing.
yeah, EMF.
you ever seen that cat ball move one?
Oh,
Yeah.
we had it at Sacred last week.
Yeah, it was on Thackeray, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On that top floor.
At where, sorry?
Thackeray Medical Museum in Leeds.
Alright.
Really good night there.
We're doing it down on streets as
well.
well.
Thank you.
Oh,
I think everybody has to. Oh, is that the camera?
no, it's
A reversing thing.
Picking someone up the back and stuff.
It's close. There's somebody behind Gary for that headstone. But when it's Gary up down there, it's picked up Gary as well.
No, that was.
No,
It's
so
always
it's
been up there.
behind,
I
yeah.
think Shirley going on.
I'm not picking anything up from there. Oh, what's that?
Whoever's sitting in that
What's that
centre
now?
of, can you give us your name or tell us why you're here? Thank you, Gray. Gray, like Gray. Is that your surname?
Mr. Gray, come.
Oh, trust women to
Bishop
think
Harry
of,
Gray.
trust women to think of that.
Somebody to the left.
Don't get excited, that's
Yeah.
right. That's actually directly meet the sensor, isn't it? So it's like it's come down. It's medical sensing thing.
Alright.
So if it goes there, it'll be.
Something down there.
Come on, spirits, give some more interaction.
Facing into
Where we've had the surname of Gray.
It's got sensor on front, sensor on either side, sensor
Are
behind.
you a female or a male?
Alright.
But it's above us. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's everything up to me.
Right.
If you're a male,
Can you push that unit off there?
That never went off.
push
Did
it
No.
off.
it? We had it set up at the pump station, didn't
If
we?
you're,
And there were people moving around, we were near it then.
okay, step away for a second.
Got to be, well,
If you're a male, can you step
Not
towards
get
the
too
end?
close to one, yeah.
about 3 4 foot.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're a female, can you step towards it?
You're transgender.
Oh, don't. Don't.
It's
Oh,
not a
right.
child.
Non-binary.
New gender what?
It's a child.
Gender neutral, yeah.
What?
If it's a child.
Isn't it crap?
Are you a child? Can you step forward? Can you still be frightened?
Can you make a noise up there for us, please?
Temperature dropping, Gary.
Not seeing that, that's not.
Go near the green monitor.
If that goes down here, I'm just picking here.
It's dropped a lot. It's in the 40s now. It's at 150s earlier.
She doesn't say what side.
I've got
Just
somebody
saying
di-
though, Roger, that never went
I've got
off once
somebody
last week,
directly
trying to ask that
under
that
me.
great. And everybody were walking around it and everything last week.
Yeah.
Directly underneath.
And it's
So I'm
above
gonna move
everybody,
back
That's what I
to
mean,
it.
it never went off
I'm
once.
going to walk
And
underneath
see if
and
we
just
can
see
see
if
exactly
it
where
does
it's
pick up.
supposed to be.
No movement.
Oh, there's underneath it.
No. Right, step
Go
forward again.
again.
No, it's people still
Is it you? You come forward.
You try it again.
Picking you up then.
Oh, it's somebody
I
right
want
up
something
that
like
close,
The
so I
stairs
just
stood,
stood
and
there.
nobody moved, did they?
If you was picking it up, it must picking you up there.
Just
No,
think,
because the sensor that's going off is that side. So is the front
No,
one
Nicky,
the
move
left or
forward,
the
go
right?
Go forward again, Nicky.
forward again.
Move forward, Nicky.
So it just touched my head.
Thank you, that's what I felt earlier.
Move forward again.
That's what I just had him to check if I had spider in my hair.
It's not.
Like, a little tickle.
Yeah.
I just said to you, you've just
Put
been
your
checking my
arm
hair, haven't you?
just stay
It
put.
won't be
You
well
actually
down
said
there.
it,
There's
you
no
put
way
it
near.
in your hair.
Not from that height.
No.
Because it won't go down, will it?
Right
No.
next
It's not
to you,
angled
Nicky.
down.
Which side?
definitely at the
The arm that was up, the arm you just fell up in the air. You get there again.
Who made that for you guys?
Mandy's Eddie.
Can you try and give us a word to
Sean.
describe yourself?
Sean started
What
making
you
his
are
own
doing
equipment.
here, what you
Sean started
did.
making his own equipment.
Yeah.
didn't he?
I know
Why
Eddie
you're
will find the
still
old
here,
stuff.
can you
I
give
didn't
us a
know it
word?
was. So I've just got 3 batteries out and I've mixed them all up.
Oh, well done. Clever.
Yeah. Lucky dip. Can you go near the round ball, please?
It's quiet at the minute.
It started and then it's just gone back. It's gone quite a while. You see, nobody were moving then. He's trying to use one of the devices to tell us who you are.
Again. Is it moving?
You're asking me, I'm putting back to the line, I can't see what's there.
No, it's going to be a flash.
Why someone keep touching your hair?
Nikki,
Yeah, not pulling it, but like tickling
Just
the top
tickle
of
it
my head.
as well.
Sound like school days, that.
It is, school days.
I thought it sounded like school days.
We've got knitters in school.
School days.
They're giving you it.
Knit nurse. You a knit nurse?
What's flashing out there? It's a security light out back at the building.
You bumped that as me.
The resistor's gone on it.
It's flashing on and off.
No, there is it. It's a horror.
Right.
Sorry.
School days, dinner.
Tea time, school
It's
dinner.
on the building, not on ours.
Yeah, just wants to pop out.
Are you hungry?
Inside, yeah.
Are you hungry?
I've got something else outside of that. Over again.
We thought we were a child though when she
Yeah,
said-
when you first went on, it was small, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
image.
Shut up as a child, right?
No, it's this side.
What's a school with it like? Has it ever been a school or Sunday school?
It might have been.
Sure, that's said years ago.
Did you
You said it would have been a
Sunday
thing
school
years ago.
Visitor.
Not visiting.
Visitor.
You were just visiting this.
School here. Youngsters. It is definitely sort of saying school, dinner, youngsters.
It's obviously young, a child.
If you're a child hiding up there, can you go to the other side? Go around the device to make the other side go off. So it's just picking up the left hand side.
Yeah. Where were Vicarage?
Can you say one of our names on the device for us, please?
What? What Vickers? You want to know that? That's not a vicar. What? Did not teach them all at school. Not a padre.
Anyone got a K2 on there?
Padre.
There's one in the box.
First box.
Off floor down
Padre.
there.
The padres, vicars
Well,
are
Down there, up floor.
or brothers.
Right.
Not really to call them padres.
Did you say that
One of the
been
black
in
ones.
places and that don't normally set a lot?
Something's setting up, isn't it?
Last week, at Vicarage, that didn't go off on the down streets, but the light.
So we had it in Limestone for ages and it never went
Never
off.
went off once when we had it, yeah.
Not one.
No, two boxes. This
Not
is
once
very
all night.
helpful.
We didn't have it down its streets.
This
so
is the
then
other
it-
box.
Weird,
so
isn't it?
then the light was flashing like mad.
We had it in that bathroom, wasn't it? We never went off, did it? No. It was good when we asked it for the temperature to drop. Dropped in it instantly.
Can you go very close by it all the way round? Okay.
It's going round it, really.
In the black box.
We asked it to go round. Yeah, you should pick them up there, because they're on the floorboard, so we shouldn't even know they're there. You should dance all day long to there, shouldn't you, right there? What's she called? Girl who's up still? Joanna. Is that you, Joanna?
Joanna, if you're here, can you make the... Oh, there we go, got hit. You make the... You make these lights flash.
Can you fetch some of the other equipment, please? I'll turn that off in a minute if you don't affect some of the other equipment. Can you affect the K2 by the headstone? stone. What was the name on it again, Rach?
Joanna.
Joanna.
Shiver then.
Joanna, can you push one of us? Can you go near the other meter? The other green one? Please. Excuse me, go light. Can you go near that meter there? Can you go near the other equipment? Can you push an object off there for me? Even if it's one of the meters.
Don't break it though.
That's all right.
If it proves spirit, we don't care, do we?
Joanna, do you like that piece of equipment up there? Do you like that toy that we've given you to play with?
Can you go near the ball? Flash.
Joanna, can you come down and play with this ball that's on the floor? Can you make it flash? If you can try and come down, can you make your toy beep again? Try and come down for us.
It was going nuts and now it's
Can you make a noise if it's around 1870s? 1874? 1868?
No one moved, is it?
No.
That's all right.
Is it worth swapping them over?
Yeah, I'll swap them
Try and
over.
move it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Just
to
in
rule it
case
out.
it's resetting itself and it's picking that
That
ball
bar, I'm thinking that bar's picking up.
So you just try and shivvy up that? Yeah.
Jesus.
You can get it so it shows there though, you know it's done.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Come on, spirits. Love the intelligence of you. Show me how intelligent you are now. Well, both of them flashed, didn't they, then?
Yeah.
So they- If you wish to work with somebody in the room, could you go near them, affect them, touch one of the ladies' hair, or push them for me, please? Make me a cup of tea. Send me a text. Delete that. Laugh. Hi, Alison.
Do you like it when we're all
Hi,
happy?
Paul.
Being told to stop swearing live on Facebook. Who's swearing?
Joanna, if you're still up there, can you
I think
step
it's a
forward
pre-warning.
again?
I'm going to go get my box and get the periscope.
Go and get your key. You are the tech dude.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Joanna, step forward.
What's that say? Missed the word then. Did we miss a word? Judge.
Joanna, if you're here with us, can you make the lights change? Your head's going. Green light.
Put one of the bags up there.
Hey? That was I touched that then.
Judge.
Judge. What's in the bank on that now? Can you say one of our names in the room, please, on this equipment? Prayers. You did. It was prayers. Again, so you're looking at Sunday school, aren't you?
Judge.
Judge.
a youngster judge who prays. So obviously knows it's a big. Obviously knows it's
Is this someone you know linked with the Masons over the road?
object.
Has anyone touched that object tonight? What have we got, Rachel? Back up yet?
Pardon? Keep getting a small figure, which
Small.
keeps hanging about in front of the headstone.
Twist. Right.
Twist. I've just twisted.
And now we've got
Not
my
bad.
back twist. See if it works. I'll be very thankful if it does.
That's a big word.
Scott, did you know you were getting into this when you started seeing her?
No.
I'm going to go and hunt for dead people.
You having doubts?
Better not be. It did take a lot of
Choose that now then, Rach.
I know smacking out the
Don't look
pillow.
like you.
Hey?
I was smacking out the pillow.
It took a lot of confidence.
You didn't look like you'd been dragging and kicking and screaming.
Come on, give us a big bang. Give us...
Say hi to your mum, Scott, she's watching.
If you want us to stay in this room, let us know.
Hello, Scott's mum.
Can everybody just say hi, Diane?
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Yeah.
Would you like us to move to another room? Or are we waiting on Ray? What did Ray go for?
Waiting for Ray.
No, it's downstairs, it's fine.
I thought you were going to have some kit. Yeah.
You are?
He's going to have some periscope or something, hasn't he?
Periscope.
Periscope.
What did you say there, Scott? It's what?
Got to get a periscope. I'm not listening, to be honest. Something scope.
Complain. Complaining. Whoever's talking.
Can you affect the K2 on there? Stone.
What do you want to complain about?
Turn
Over there, two over there. And there's one
What's
right
that?
at
Is
the
he
top.
charging?
Yeah.
Is it a priest that's trying to do a sermon and we're all talking over him?
Produce.
I am.
Produce music.
You said it, a priest doing a sermon, and said I am.
They've got produce and then that's when it says I am. Trying to do a speech and we're talking over him. He's not happy.
Do you want us to leave?
Are you in another room?
Just clips over there in that corner there.
Wine in here. Who's in that corner?
Do it again.
Rachel. Yeah?
Will you let us
Bring it
have
over here, please, because I've heard somebody tapping in this corner.
On my way.
Which corner?
Sorry. Come on, Spirit, give us some more interaction, please.
She's feeling stabbing in the back, Gary.
I've had it in my neck
Have you?
for about 3 hours. Just right in here.
That's what you're saying.
Right there. Do you know the person that was overworked? Very much underpaid.
Say cruel.
All.
The workers were underpaid.
Come on, try and show yourself for
Crawl and
us.
wedding.
Who said who got wedding?
Was.
I got bride on that one. On my phone. Yeah.
We're getting a lot of same things, aren't we? Really connected.
We got crawl and we got wedding.
Can't see a box at all. That one there, what's that?
There we are.
Yeah. We've got weddings here. Well, are we disturbing a wedding?
There,
Yeah, there we go.
You getting ready for a wedding? You trying to plan a speech for a wedding or plan a sermon for a wedding?
Well, that sensory ain't going off anymore, and we're all just supposed to
scrolling
do
at
it.
the moment.
Yeah.
Really
I wonder if it was picking something up that was up there.
I wondered if a bit of a breeze were brushing curtains and they were moving.
Honest?
Would you like us to move back and give you some space?
No. Really?
Yeah,
The what?
it's got facts through.
What did you get?
Fact.
Fact.
We got honest.
Should we try and move locations?
Oh, hang on. We can see there. Can you put your arm in the air for us? Can you wave? Can you wave?
Are you the bride?
Looks like it's trying to sit down tonight as if we should have on the table.
Go on, push one of the equipment. Go really close to the equipment as well, on that platform above you. Oof.
Oh, it's like jumped up then.
Go on, jump.
Go up, go up.
Go on.
Just thinking with it looking like it reached up.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked
Twice.
like it, like both arms up. Oh. Are you playing hide and seek with us?
Sibling. We got sibling.
So it's playing hide and seek with a sibling.
He said this room would have been used for wedding functions.
Next, yeah, that's all it's in the walk now.
Only got one shot. Who has to go to the next room? It went next.
Me.
Said next.
About 5 minutes ago.
No, Amy said it was
Oh right, move away, wasn't it? We said. I said, do you want us to move away?
He said next.
Really cold here. My left arm's freezing.
So that's why I'm left away, it's just my left that.
My left arm here is freezing. Top of my arm.
Sticking things up.
There's a cold spot there.
She said, how are you working now? I said, well, it's
Not as bad as it was. It's good.
Go on. Ooh, look at that.
What?
Cabinet.
Alphabet.
Oh, that's just that setting up to alphabet.
Sorry, I can't see anything. I'm sorry. Am I walking?
Legally blind.
It's going off.
Can't see anything.
Go on.
That'll go off then. Yeah.
Stroke.
has that ball flashed yet?
No.
Do you have a stroke? If you did, can you make the green thing on the balcony go off? Can you go near it? Rub your hand over the top of it. Just let them know you're there.
I wonder if that green.
I just got my hair pulled again.
Not on Nicky's hair. On the, now she looks green.
You're right, Nick.
What? You probably jumped then.
It's so much pull the ponytail.
Rub your hand over the green light on, not the green circular light. Rub your hand over it.
Something over it. I'm not bothered with it.
Yeah, we've got loads of little tools.
Has he taken an inventory?
It's a tract.
It's really going up.
I've too many stuff there.
So many words are.
No, I know.
Never talks that much, I never says.
No.
Talking non-stop. Just rub your hand over the round green light on top of the balcony for us. Just let us know you're there. Come on, you can do it. Just move near it and rub your hand over the top of it. Thank you. Go on.
What's the percentage number which side does it mean?
It might mean something different.
Can you knock some of them boxes over on the top for us?
See it there? Yes, it's 100%.
That means it would definitely say it.
It might, like if it says like
Try to refrain from doing that.
optometry or something like
These are my daughter.
that, it says bounce.
Can you knock some of them boxes off up there for us, please?
Yeah, knock the ball off, it'll bounce. Go on, knock the ball off for us. Make it bounce. Come on. You know you can do it. whatever. You've been here too long. You wanted to move on? Are you grounded here?
Can you move the curtains? Someone's just touched this box by me as well.
Someone what?
You know, like you've brushed against the box?
Yeah, noise-wise.
I come away from it and then it went like that.
Yeah, someone brushed past it.
Yeah, like that.
There was some activity downstairs when I went down to the thing. There was noise in one of the rooms. I assumed that one of you guys were in that room. I went in and no one nodded in.
Floor. But because of the percentage, it might mean claw.
Yeah,
It could mean,
Come on, don't go shy.
Has that thing stopped beeping now? All the
Yeah.
time?
It has, yeah. I moved it around. We'll always try and...
See if it won't pick up the bark, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Joe back to those, yeah. Scott's is coming.
Who's stood next to Brad?
I don't know.
I can't see. Brad's
It's
right
Scott
here.
downstairs.
Who's that tall person then?
Yeah, you sit down a lot.
Oh no, it's got his scale.
Girl's not tall.
It looks tall on this camera.
Hmm.
So this person over there. There's something floating around above your head.
Come on, if that's you giving these people pains in the bags,
Bless you.
take it away and affect somebody else. Move on to somebody else.
Come on, Spirit, interact with us. You've been asked to do a few things. It would be great.
Saw something like laid across over top of the girl's head. Yeah, red's going off.
Is it red at back, yeah?
Yeah, touch it back a bit.
Yeah.
It's going round.
Going round.
Come on.
Come on, keep moving
Come all the way round on it.
Slow, that's going.
Oh,
Gone back to back.
coming round. Come on to the edge of the
Yeah,
match.
me too, I'm a-
Realise it's behind at the back though, it came from
Come
the back.
forward, let us see you.
Can you do that again for us? Went for a REM pod. I thought you went
Did
for
you
a
hear tapping then?
It's not it's not the water, love.
Tap.
Is it that sort of?
What's that? That might be nice.
Same thing is, if you touch one side of it, the light will touch the other. If you obviously will be round around it.
Right, stand still. I feel I've got something around
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, that's in that, yeah.
Something there, it's moving.
What do you call that, Ray? On the right.
Periscope.
Periscope.
360 by Paranologies. What they call Periscope? Periscope 360.
Not a periscope.
No.
That's what,
Periscope.
that's what
Works in a
Rachel
similar
said you went
principle
for.
to a As in a K2 paranormal program. At K2 can pick up wiring in walls and stuff like that and electrical.
Hi, Dave.
surges.
Hi, Kels.
That won't. It works on static energy. Oh, static energy only? Yeah. So if you put a static balloon there, so yeah, it'd go berserk. Or if you're wearing out that's like nylon and you rub it and put your hand near it, it'll go berserk.
Come on, spirits. I've asked you to move the boxes up there. Touch the equipment. Move the curtains. The camera's focusing in and out when I'm asking as well. See?
So it's picking some of it.
Spirit, if you're here, could you use your voice to make a sound in this room for us? So we could all hear you together?
Wow.
Make a sound in this room we can all hear. Please try really hard.
Many. Yeah, there's many of us. How many of you are there? I know there's only one, right? How many spirits are there?
Thank you.
That's waving. Thank you for waving.
Hi. So there's how many there are of you? How many of you
Put
what?
both your arms in the air if you can see us.
Shade.
Put both your arms up.
How many are watching us?
really steady figure that as well. It's not
It
jumping
is,
around
isn't it?
or
Very steady.
waving again.
Hmm.
It's only small.
The first name we gave out was James, wasn't it?
Jim.
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 That's it. Keep moving a little bit more, try and get more.
Harriet.
Harriet and Jim, yeah.
Can you jump high, Jim? Can you jump high, please? Who's gone?
How high do you want him? Maybe upstairs.
Well, I
How
want,
high do you want him to jump?
no, I want him to, as he jumps and moves his energy, affect that
Yeah.
that's above. That's what I was after.
I don't think it's going to pick anything
Regain.
up. I think it needs to be at its level.
Whatever you did before with the green light on the balcony, can you do it again? Because you've managed to make it light up before.
Oh, we're lost.
Whatever you
Did
did,
you do
can
close to it?
yeah, whatever you did, can you make it do it again? Let us know you're there.
That flashed then, didn't it?
Bring it up right hand side.
Yeah.
Slam. Come on, whatever you did, make it light up again. Escaped. Not shut, is it? It never talks that much.
Sat down. Somebody sat down over there.
It just shows, doesn't it, about the energy of a paranormal team against having guests. Yeah. How much energy we project out and bring into it.
My torch is shining. Looks good to see you sat on the floor.
Give up.
Are you over here behind Amanda?
Give up ghost hunting. No, I think it's trying to escape. But it's given up. I think it knows it's stuck here forever.
Would you like me to help you?
Please. Two. Yeah, I've been to the dentist.
So have I.
I'm remortgaging house for it. Come on, make it nice up.
It's comforting it, isn't it? It's like it's putting its arm around it.
Perceive.
If it comes back, I'll go sit next to it.
I'm going to knock on this case. Can you copy me?
Did you hear a knock over there then?
Sure, I've knocked on that.
No, there was a noise just behind it. That's they made a noise over there.
Maybe they're human hunting. And they've knocked 3 times and I just knocked back.
It'll be like that
Yeah.
film, the
And they're
others.
like, oh, they can hear us, they can hear us.
It'll be like that film,
But
with
you
the
know,
others.
so as it sounds, you know, there's a theory about ghosts, that people on the other side are actually, it's a different time. They're in a different time zone. So they're out looking for spirits. They're the spirits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the opposite way round first.
We're opposite way, yeah, it's the way round. They're talking to us and we're talking to them. And we're the spirits.
I feel that there should be a door on that wall anyway. There should be a door.
Has it?
What you're doing is rather than talking to spirits, you're talking to different timelines.
Yeah.
Can you come down through the veil and work with us, please? Can you move the cat ball? Rachel's got K2 there in the hand, I think.
I think that one where he's got the that inquisitive about his equipment, because he's sort of sat by the side of his equipment.
Come on, push something.
My ribs are hurting.
I'll introduce myself, I'm Gary. We'll go around the room, which is always nice.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Roger.
I'm Brad.
Girl.
I'm Ray.
Rachel, Vicky, Angelique.
Never even seen her there on the floor.
I'm always on the back out.
I know that. You're always grounded, aren't you?
I am.
want to try and roll that little ball towards me and see if it lights up?
Who you drawn to? Come and affect one of us. Please.
Yeah. That's equipment.
They are open them, so just no, just saying I'll do it for him, that's all.
Right next to the pillar, the right hand side of this pillar here.
I've had the EVP on all the time there as well. Just to the right.
It sounds there's an handbag on that box. Move the handbag, see if that stops it.
Just having a drink.
Because on mine, even if you put a coat on something, it'd pick up a bigger.
And there's still one there.
Is there?
Oh, it's still there. Looks like it's stuck in the box.
It's
Is
still
it gone?
there.
It's still there?
Can we move back a bit, Ray?
Not there for it to make that shape, is it?
No. Move the camera
Nothing.
around a little bit. Can you reach? It's reaching out for you. It's reaching out.
Touch him.
How's your hand feel?
Hold it really, no, it's warm.
Are you touching Ray's hand? No, there are two figures there. That's mapping two figures, isn't it? We can see you. Can you touch Ray's hand? Stand again.
It's standing up.
Really cold in front of me.
It's a lot colder down this end than it is.
And there's not two people in there, is there?
No.
Wow.
Just going up in your box.
Yeah, someone's just lit up in your box.
It's not his tablet, is it? He's got his tablet down
Yeah,
there.
it's on the right.
Yeah, his tablet,
Yeah.
which is locked, so I can't frape him.
I know that. There's a surprise.
With badger porn.
Yeah, what was the one the other week?
Cottaging.
Cottaging.
You know what? I even had to ask what that was.
Hey, you're not the only one.
Not
Not the only one.
They were like, I'm sorry, but I'm deleting that one. I dropped line, and I'm like,
He
Yeah.
said I
oh.
put cottage on his thing. I says, going on holiday in Wales.
Yeah. Hi,
I said,
Steve.
I've been cottaging
You're all
and that's
so
when I laughed. I says,
naive.
I've been to a cottage.
No, we've never lived. We live a normal life, Rach.
I says,
Come on.
Push this little ball
Oh,
towards my feet.
absolutely
as far as I'm
freezing.
aware, when I got told it was like George Michael going into the toilet.
Yes, love, that's
That's
exactly
cottaging.
what it is, yeah.
Oh, that's a bit deep, isn't
What
it?
was that?
That what, dude?
It's cold.
Encourage. Not George Michael going into the toilet.
He's saying don't encourage her. That's what he's saying.
Don't encourage Rachel.
Yeah, don't encourage her.
He's still alive. People are going to think I'm a bit of a knob, you know. What was that?
Amanda going out now.
I don't even know people left.
Let's do bump Max going out the door.
Come on, next, just went up.
Hi, Steve. Right, okay. I know what they've just told me.
Well, tell us, share then.
I'm just going to get some more equipment, darling. It's okay.
Tooth again? Tooth again. That little girl's definitely gone. This is deeper. This is a deep voice.
Yeah, we're not picking up a little girl down here
No.
anymore.
We're getting a deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Let's pick somebody else.
Tooth, it's
Somebody else
twice it's done tooth now.
It's there. Oh, where's Ray? Oh, alright, that's on the other side of the pillar then, wasn't it?
Can you take the teddy?
Somebody sat like it's slumped against the pillar. You know, like
Who's
it's
sat?
led, like it's led.
Is that a sensor teddy?
I usually put cap holes in it and turn them off, to be honest with you.
Deaf. That's what he just said, deaf.
Right next to it. It's only small, like a child.
But we have been drawn to that all night, haven't we?
I
That
think it's sat on the
balcony.
box. It looks like it's sat on the box now.
Who's this who we're talking to now? Can you identify yourself?
Can you push the teddy off, please?
That's it.
Come on, tell us your name.
It's got you again. It's got some sort of.
I know he's someone different.
It's having it slightly knocked it.
It's hot deep, isn't it? What more seas tonight? Yeah.
There's somebody in the room that shouldn't be now.
They're gone. They're gone.
The what?
They're gone. Did you shoot someone? Or did someone shoot themselves?
There's now somebody opposite side of you, to your left. To your left, you put your left hand out.
If you notice, have a looking over that side.
Yeah, there's
So
somebody
we're
right,
ignoring them.
right next to you.
Oh.
It came right forward towards Nick. It's crawling to. It's crawling right towards you.
Towards
Yeah,
me?
it's a
Yeah.
dog.
I've gone really cold.
So what, dog?
Really
It's a
bloody
dog.
cold.
It came crawling right towards your feet. Then
There's something here.
it's still there next to you.
It's gun, didn't it?
Yeah.
This side of this.
45. Was that a Colt 45?
It's a barrel, isn't it? 45's a gun.
They're Colt 45.
Check out my knowledge of ammunition and weaponry. It's only because of a Shinedown song. I'm so emo.
You watch too many
Whose Colt
films.
was it? That's been there, gun and a 45. Did you kill yourself? He's not getting
Say no.
below. You mean there's a gun below? There's actually a gun in this shop? Or in this building? Still?
Ivan.
Either. So the gun's still in the building then? There's a Colt 45 somewhere in this building?
It's not up the chimney, is it?
Or is it, are we mistaking that? Is it
Cancer.
like say Ivor, as in Ivor gun?
Yeah. Could be, yeah. Def-
That's if it's in building.
Yeah.
And it's an Ivor.
It just says cancer.
Cancer?
Cancer, which is a modern.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of people this end of Wakefield all died of cholera, and they buried them all. Not well, just around here, all around here. Cholera victims everywhere.
That explains a lot, Rachel.
Just when you're at Weatherspoons.
Larry, teacher.
I can feel something touching my knee.
And I felt something touch back at my bottom of my leg. Quite rare, but it was.
Hello, Dawn.
Something's touching my leg, all round my knee.
I at back of my leg. I thought I'd ever kicked me, but she
Well,
said it
somebody take not even listen to me.
What words have you had on there now?
Photos of
Ju.
me.
Hey?
was. Basement.
Basement.
This knee here. No, it's not the camera there, but
Is it zoning out again?
Although it's cold down here, my face is burning.
yeah, there's a lot of energy down there. It's nuts.
Where are you going?
It just feels like somebody's run the hand across, across my knee.
Someone don't have a replica gun in
Do
there.
you know what, as well,
What?
at any point you can go in mine and turn the lights up if you, or turn all the lights up if you want to go in mine.
Cool. Right, it's going to move on now,
There's
spirits.
no replica gun in here, is there?
I don't know what I've done with that torch already, you know. I don't know what I've done with that torch already.
Where are we going now? What'd you like to see?
There might
Fucking
be.
unreal.
Got survival one.
Yeah, unreal.
I ain't got no
The torch has just gone missing, Rach, out of my pocket.
Come down here for stuff for you.
The torch has gone missing out of my pocket as well.
Out of your pocket?
Yeah.
I couldn't even see your hand there.
That's weird.
Honest? No survival, no?
Colt 45.
Well, there was a
No?
Colt 45 in this building.
Oh, there it is, knob job.
Hey?
Can't take him in there. That'll be foreign to you, won't it? Somebody stealing from you rather than the other way round.
Hey, Rach, don't be at it.
There you go, got it.
Go on.
In fact,
Tattoo, it's had a Colt 45.
do you know what? If you Google his name,
Yeah,
right, on Google, there's a picture of him with a Colt 45 to his head.
right.
He said he's got cancer.
It says he's got cancer.
That's what it said on the thing.
Nah,
The little girl, can you come back in the room, please?
he looks alright. had
The what?
Really
You
tall.
had a court fight with Robin for ages, because there were rumours that
We've got death, the gun, 45.
he was scared that somebody were going to whack him, so he got his They fired it down our bill of gun, straight through one of them council metal things, blowing all straight through it.
Will do, did he call 45?
But no, it's not in here anymore.
It picks it up, that's why it says it. Good, call 45.
Oh, it's in there.
Is that there called Josie?
The baby.
Yeah, is it called Josie?
I don't know.
It's got a coat of many colours.
Call it what you like.
No, ball hasn't gone now.
No, what's that with back from that with gun?
What's the bear thing then? What does that do?
Yeah, I usually turn it off and put the equipment inside it.
Oh,
If there's a child around, I like the child to grab it and just push it.
Oh yeah.
We've got one where you can do noise of that through it, like a Bluetooth thing.
Look at that.
Stop picking your hand up.
No,
Why is that?
don't know. Reset it.
That's why it hasn't worked since you moved it.
Hey?
It hasn't worked since you moved it.
What does entity present mean then?
You just have there.
Just goes close to the equipment.
Tooth's coming up a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said to you.
Yeah.
I've just been to the dentist.
There's a little girl around still.
Apparently the one's forcing his teeth out with a pair of pliers and all.
Might be talking about him.
Because the stole.
Yes, definitely hiding. Come back in the room, darling.
He's a bit of a nasty fella, like.
Come on, we've reset it.
It's really it's picking up then. But then it says cancer, it's saying it's cancer. I wonder if he's got cancer. Or I just haven't told you or they found you talk.
Yeah, it was on here.
You might not even know.
I was like, I had it. Well, that's what it's like, isn't it? You put something down for a split second. No one.
That's good. Yeah.
Come on, spirits. Some interaction, please, while I'm still in the room.
Has that thing beeped or anything recently? Or not at all since you moved
No.
it?
Not since we first set it up.
Right.
Is it still?
Yeah, should be. Hasn't had it, has it?
No, something's happened to it. It's in doing all.
Probably battery pack would be alright, 'cause it wouldn't be on.
That noise is in it, that's
Voices.
voices. Because the other people in the building are making noises.
Now that's going off now.
That'll be setting it off on you. That were quite abrupt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Abstract. That were a woman, that. That woman was definitely a bloke, wasn't it?
Definitely. Can you make a noise up there for us, please? Go near the whole lot of them. Go near the whole lot of them.
What room we got?
I've lost it.
Have we lost it?
Yeah. There's a spike on there, just got my hand on a spike.
We'll get it down.
That's all right. I've got a box there, so I can put a box up and scoop it back.
Send my ash.
My ash.
Your ashes in this building.
I assume. The little girl's definitely coming back in the room. Just going to put the battery pack on this.
Just mention my ashes.
Did it?
You alright? Can you answer a yes or no?
It's only 20% on that already.
No way.
You'd say no.
Go.
Go.
I thought he said no, then I thought, oh, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
What do you want us to
Yes
do?
or
Do
no.
you want us to go to another room?
Do you want a bit of peace?
It might have meant no, because it's what percentage was it? Countries? 42.
You want us to go to other countries?
Did your ashes get taken to another country? Did you get split? Did your ashes get split into different countries? Sorry.
Are you well travelled? Wow. Seen flashes up there in my eye.
Establish.
Does it say silence to me when I was talking?
Silence, yeah. Wedding again.
Wedding. Right, we're going to move on then. If you're not going to interact with us, we'll go somewhere in another room.
That's stuff to do with weddings all night, isn't it? Got a penalty on it.
Penalty, yeah.
Do you want the girls to come back in here?
Don't.
Someone doing something with the shumper. What don't you want us to do? Tell us what you don't want us to do.
Can you affect one of the team, please? Even if it's in another room.
I think something's just happened downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, that's where most of activity was last time, like.
That tot?
Lot.
Lot. That lot.
I like this room though.
You like it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this room.
Something about this room, isn't there?
Yeah. It's come out with lots one nightmare putting this in the dog. She was with me in Solar last night doing this.
Where were you? Wales?
Warwick.
Warwick. Wait,
What, doing this kind of thing? Or
Yeah.
not Warwick Castle.
No, Warwick Museum.
Premium.
Make a noise in this room. We're all going to stand still now. Do something in this room for us, please. With the masons over the road, you just shown me a gentleman that's either a glazer and he's got leather strap around his wrists to protect his wrists. Can you confirm that for me, please? It's like a band, isn't it, so you don't slice the wrist.
Used to wrap it round and round.
I'm seeing leather around the wrist.
Glass up.
Eh?
You need to pick glass up.
Is that the flat next door?
Yeah.
Has he got a dog?
Now a cat. Flowers.
You having a dog or something?
Well, I
I've just heard a dog like scratching to get through. You know when you hear the dog's trying to get out somewhere.
Scuffling away.
Yeah.
We'll ask for it again.
Can you do that again for us, please?
That gypsy woman said that there was a dog kept sitting at the side of her when she was sat in here.
It's the first thing we picked
You
up on the
thought-
dog, wasn't
You
it?
thought about a dog there, didn't you?
Yeah.
You said about a dog there.
First, when we put the SLS on, straight away.
Come on, if that were you. I'd try and get in.
I imagine this place was some dogs up at the years as well, pets and stuff.
Right, there again.
Died.
Oh, good.
No, it's not. Battery's not dead. Look, that died. It's weird. Everything just shut off. Everything. Completely.
Yeah.
Still at least half the battery on it.
So put your ear to the wall.
Can I just get my coat
All
out?
happened in there, they're all good.
No, picking a couple of figures up and it all just kind of died. I heard a noise in the corner of fireplaces.
Oh, yeah.
We heard the noise in here at the same time on the, well, Ray has.
Everything just crashed and there's still battery left. That is fully charged, that battery pack. It's on charge for nearly a day. There's no reason that should have died. And it's getting lit. Yeah, so it's lit up. Shit, well, it's like that dying. It's down. Can you see where it switches the battery? And it switches up to the light. Right, okay, got that. I'll open this up for like this then.
Would you like us to go in the basement?
Where you just stuck behind me then?
Yeah. I just put my watch away in the bag. Pins come out. Evening, Alison. Is she nervous? Don't be nervous, darling, the young child. Come and interact with us.
I'm going to get my coat and freezing. Angelique, come in. Angelique.
Somebody outside. That was the rattle down here. You've got to play that. Right. Got to walk around there, huh?
No, it's just a passive in for lights. Flashing. There's nothing.
It was just like somebody dropped something in a metal ball.
Can you take that number from 4? Can you take it up to 5, 6, 7 and 8? Please. Come on. Use my energies. Use anybody's in the room's energies. Well, knock the boxes over up there and we'll come and pick them up.
Posh.
Patch.
Maybe a dog's name or Patch. Is that the dog's name? Patch?
Can you give us a tap in the room? Use a knock or a bang on something. Can you move something in the cabinet? Please. Wow.
What?
I will. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I will. Come on then. Be fantastic if you could. muffled smell.
Yeah.
Smell?
Mm.
Like what? Try to see if it picked up on the EVP or what.
Come on, you said you will when I asked.
It's like real bad body odour.
Can I
What?
see?
Custom.
Do you know the gentleman that works here? Have you seen him here before?
No friends.
No friends.
Cheers.
It's okay. Nothing personal.
They're all customers.
Yeah.
Go on.
Nice smell. Just stand behind still and just see if you can pick it up. I need to come back up, it's just the right number it is.
We're moving on to another room in a minute. Come on, I've asked you to move something in the cabinet. Move something up there for me, please. Above the two lads' heads. What's it say?
Elf.
Healthcare. Don't worry about hurting them. We'll look after them.
Is it a rotten wound then I'm smelling the, it smell like that?
Could smell what? Yeah, could be. Rotten flesh. Somebody here. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Somebody need care. Treatment.
Did they come here for care? Very.
Very.
I wouldn't feel treated here, being an old vicarage. Because they had to pay for doctors, wouldn't they, in old days, so they would have probably gone to the vicar for help.
Yeah, the church.
Yeah.
Or if they were dying. The last right.
Well, I see, we take it for granted now that we see a doctor before them. But in them days, if you didn't have money,
No.
the doctor wouldn't see you.
And see a vicar.
You go and see a vicar, because that's the only person
Give you
who
your
can
last
help you.
rites.
Can't
Sort
see
out
anybody else. It's hard to imagine, isn't it?
Is that what happened? You came here for your last rites?
Dying.
Shall I say that?
Said dying.
It did say dying,
Or
right?
you are joking?
No, dying.
Dying. Would you like to show yourself to me?
I've just gone stone cold.
Come here, because you were dying, or she were dying. Was you treated well here? Did they treat you with respect?
Could you come forward and show yourself to me?
Did you have gangrene? That's what I was drawn before. It just made me look at my photo and feel that my leg were burning.
You've not got a nail through your foot, have you? Anything there, Rog?
I heard that.
You heard that?
Little pop.
Something over there.
Getting the smell as well coming in. And behind us.
I heard that then, yeah. But you might be in it on our own. It's all around us now.
That's what.
Getting all around us now.
Come on, pop all the way around us. Make the noise all the way around us.
Do you walk on the chair?
Again.
The EVP's on down there as well. When I asked about the nail on the foot, did you have a wound on the foot? It's clicking like mad here to the left.
sensing that came here and he cut his toes off.
Ah.
And that's what we're hearing is the
clipping of them.
bones.
1,
4.
4.
The bones getting clipped off.
Have you had 4 toes off?
How would you clip your toes? Why would you cut your toes?
They'd be like just pliers.
Well, it's because the
Yeah, trying to
Rotten.
stop the rotten.
I thought it would be short talk.
Usually with that it's like foot rot as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? The house getting nailed. That was me.
Did it obviously start on his nail and just spread? Can you tell us your name?
Do you have very long hair, sir?
Joe. The word Joe. Joe. Askley. Joe Askley.
Got a lot of pressure in my head.
Let's see if I got open after it for his name.
How you doing? Fine, take seat. My friends from Leeds online.
Call.
Call. That's just said call. What on there? Somebody just said call. On here. Yeah.
Says call.
Call on here. See. There's it. Just
Tried. Someone tried to call.
Ring me on my landline. And then you got a call. Mad. Bizarre. Come on, spirits. Do you want us to go dark? Do you want to interact in the dark?
I'm standing, I've just realised I'm actually standing on one leg. I'm not putting any pressure
Any weight on that one?
on my right foot. And it's like a shooting pain in my hip as well, as if I've been like this for a long time. Did you come here for help? Because if you, is it alright? Pillow again.
Yeah.
Oh, pillow?
Rest.
You come here for rest? You've been in pain for a while, haven't you?
4 or 5 months.
You got to end your tether. You've got to come here to try and sort it out. Come to the vicarage, ask them. Just say bottles.
Anything else we can do for you? That's the first time it's gone off for ages, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like me to do for you? Death trap.
Did you hurt yourself here? Was it in this building where you actually injured yourself?
My neck's in blood though, I know that. Go near one of the green lights on the balcony. Please. Would you like another pillow?
I'm getting pushed.
You're getting pushed.
Two. Two? There's one behind and one in front. Sits up. Or such.
I've got some scissors here. Do you want to cut your other toe off? Do you need all 5 off?
No.
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 Just the 4? Is you about 32? See the pulse then go on the top. Was it about 32? (31, 32, 33 max?
That would have been quite old, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
1800s.
Like flemishing on the top.
Why have you gone quiet?
Going to go and get some holy water for you. See if that'll help. That die.
Just reset itself, turn itself off. No, the batteries. Batteries on. I've got cobweb all over me.
Have you?
Just reset itself, turn itself off.
Mad.
You have to recalibrate everything now.
And it's flickering on the monitor on the top as well.
See, it takes 15 minutes to calibrate.
How many?
15 minutes to calibrate it.
Does it?
Mm.
Wow.
Just turn itself off for no reason. It's in your stomach.
Mine.
Come on now.
Come on, we've been very patient. I asked you to move something in this cabinet, you said you will. Asked you to push something out, you said you would. I know you're affecting Ray, you're very close to Ray at the moment. Do you know where you are now? Yes or no?
You alright, Ray? You alright?
You try and step in.
Stop it. Try to do.
Try and jump in. Said that, didn't I?
Nothing, no, this is,
No.
this is the other one that were behind me.
Yeah. In the other room.
That one in that corner. It's a weird feeling. I want to.
Wrapped up,
No,
clubbed up. Did you crown
like a gentleman, you know, holding your coat, your waistcoat closed at the top. But like one of them, you know, you've got a jacket and you're holding it like a. This guy has wealth.
Wealth.
Has money.
He's He's not the chap that I was talking about before with the company, and one of them's a glazer, glazing company. You overseeing everything here tonight, sir? Do we need your permission to be here? No. Not happy. We're only communicating, wish you no harm. Just working with your realm.
What you're not happy about? What's upsetting you?
Another thief.
Another
What?
thief.
A thief.
What have you lost, sir? What have you had stolen?
Possession.
Possessions.
Possession. Yeah, mine.
Is it 1700s again?
Yeah. 1746 is the year.
1746.
Is it a member of your household been stealing from you?
The group
The group?
within the household.
Life.
Knife.
Life.
Life. That why the judge is needed?
Of course, we got this 15 minutes to cut.
93 states.
Loads of messing around electronics.
Have you?
Yeah, it's camera totally shut off there, but its battery's full.
We've had a few that equipment guy. That's gone again, is it? It's gone again.
That's just time on.
Alright, okay.
When I open it up, it should come back on.
Okay.
But they actually shut down its own.
Gary, what have you done today?
What have we done to you?
Razor
What
blade.
have you done today?
What have we done to Ray?
Sound like a
He's
dog.
facing.
He's a wealthy man.
He's a wealthy man.
1700s.
Right.
Are you part of the Masons, sir?
He's just had stuff stolen.
He's not allowed to say. Do you know the gentleman with the leather gauntlets on the bottom?
37.
Do you know the gentleman with the gauntlet on the bottom of his wrist?
No.
15. 37 and 15.
Do you know the little girl here?
Got a torch gun.
Oh, alright.
Sure, got two here.
Have you had a watch up on that balcony? 'Cause I keep seeing something up there.
There's something moving up there,
You
definitely.
know what, as you said that, I thought, they were like a bright light. I keep getting a result and I get a flashing light up there.
It won't light, it was just movement, it like shadow movement.
Come on, move the box. How many friends in here?
I'm not that vision. It's not calibrated it up, so what it's saying here. Once it's calibrated it says what the word is.
Yeah, I've got it on mine. I've just had it on actually.
Blinking that again. Has he gone? Has he gone?
You alright, mate? You're not
Okay.
there, are you?
He doesn't remember
No,
any
he's
of that.
not there.
Do you remember any of that?
He's not that quick.
It's not here. It's not Ray. Someone else is there.
You lost.
Where have you lost? What you after? Tell us what you're after. We might be able to help. What have you lost?
You're the 32-year-old gentleman. We had 37, didn't we, on there? before?
37 and 15 with that. Have you lost your daughter? Or son? Do you want to step out of Ray and bring his Ray back? Do you want to come forward, Ray? You alright? No.
So that's no kind. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Not the, it's out of jig, it's out of sync, isn't it? It's out of the time scales jumping like
Yeah.
mad.
Two different ones. aren't
The zone's
Yeah.
massive there. The first chap, 1700s, 46. Second chap, just floating around.
Yeah,
It's
a lot newer.
a lot newer.
A lot newer.
they? More recent.
Yeah.
He's now off the street.
In fact, the one that were lost something. Or you were lost.
Yeah, that's. He felt as if he were only yesterday.
You don't know what. You don't know who's gone on. You don't know what's happening.
It's the tears with him.
Yeah, I don't know whether he got attacked or hit or something, because I just.
Impact.
Yeah, I felt something on my head.
Notion.
Motion. I said
Notion.
tears, didn't I?
Notion.
Yeah. The chap from the 1700s, you had a hunch who was taking your stuff. You felt he used the strongest energy.
I wonder if there were squatters in here, because he feels as if it's.
When it was derelict. When it was derelict.
I was lost.
Because I got street when you was getting that.
Yeah.
So possibly off the
I
street.
don't know whether, because the feeling I got was just, I was so, my head just went exploding.
Then you got mugged in here. Or killed in here.
I don't know, because he just went.
You might have taken an overdose and that could be his blood vessels busting with. You might have been high. You were a squatter.
We were only young.
15, I got a 15.
Yeah, we had 15 and the chap
Yeah.
I had 32 but 37 came through the box. That's the chap with the toes was about 32. I felt 31.
But you got two gentlemen. So one of them got to 37 and one 15. She's obviously picking up on the boy.
When I got that tape, I can't remember it all, but I just remember being this peasanty type person.
And the aristocrat.
Well, one minute you were rich, you were wealthy.
No, but before that I had nothing, and I'd lost. I got pain in my leg. I couldn't stand on it, and then all of a sudden this real stern guy was in front of me, and that just disappeared.
Could you see the days again how it was? Could you see the building derelict or could you see the building well off?
There were benches. I can see this now. There were benches in here. There were actually quite a few people watching what he was doing.
Doing a sermon about it, wasn't he? He might be a judge because we've got judges.
The head speaker, is he like the head gentleman talking through?
Yeah, it felt in control.
Because that hit us straight away, didn't it, when we came in the room?
We've had judge in here. We've had judge.
Right. It could well be. He felt as if he was in control of the room.
Might have been a court.
But again, it could, if it's linked with the masons as well, it could be our decision.
Well, I was just going to say, was he the head mason?
I think so, yeah. And I think he would have been blackballing somebody possibly. When they blackball
Did they
somebody,
initially have the meetings here because there was issues where they should have them?
Right, someone were.
But
Yeah.
okay, just yes or no first.
no,
Okay. Wasn't fire.
yes.
Okay.
I heard that.
Well, that might have been me. Just,
No, that was
It
Frederick
was
Cor- that
Corner.
wasn't Corner, not you.
I know it was in the corner, but I'm just,
No, it wasn't you.
it's got nice cold here as well.
It's cold here, or
Get nice cold down there. You're disappearing, I can't see you.
Really,
It's good as
really, really cold.
really cold, as if I can't see
It's
you.
really cold, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
really cold.
It's dropped. It's
Drop,
like
hasn't it? The last 2 or 3 minutes has
Yeah.
dropped here. It's ice cold here. Absolutely ice cold.
There's almost a draft in front
Yeah.
of me. Whoa. We've hit a nerve.
Can you give us some confirmation then, please?
Go on, set it off. Can you say so?
Got left eye pain as well.
Oh, it's carbureted. Can you tell us the verdict of the outcome of the case?
I'll tell you the amount back in 1746, wasn't it? I'm getting about 2,000. Which would be,
Masons.
no, £2,000 or 2,000.
That'd have been quite a lot, wouldn't it? That'd have been
Yeah.
like millions.
1,700.
Yeah, that would have been equivalent to bloody millions of pounds.
It was land.
Land.
Lamb. Or land.
Land.
Well, they've taken off with a
It
store
was-
land.
oh no, it was a farm.
Council's taking it off. I bet council's claimed it, haven't they?
No. Right, okay.
Is it
Okay.
2,000 workers?
The
That's
farm was set fire to. He owned the farm.
That'd be like Masons doing that, why? They'd have done that.
The farmer left, sold everything, burned the farm down, disappeared, and they found him.
Do you come for forgiveness? Two pubs I've
No,
seen.
they didn't want forgiveness.
Two pubs I've seen on my way here, Farmers Arms, twice I've seen
You
them.
are?
Two Farmers Arms pubs, that's stood out today.
They didn't want forgiveness.
Johnny the speaker.
They didn't.
Speaker, surely got one.
Yeah, she said the golden child, she said.
The head did not deserve it.
Huh?
So why should he forgive him? He's going to kill him anyway.
Listen to it. Look at the conversation he's having.
So he didn't want that forgiveness from anybody. And my hands are freezing cold, and I never have cold hands.
It is freezing, my calves are freezing,
No,
everything's
but
cold.
I never have cold hands.
I've got an adapter.
You ask Claire, my hands are always red hot.
Claire's
See,
downstairs.
I'm cold, but my hands are warm.
German person.
Your hands freezing.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it?
Diarrhea.
The speaker range,
And I'm never cold.
I'm getting a speaking out.
This is
have you got one?
this.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
just
never
saying
be
I've
wearing
never
it.
heard it do this
I
before.
put it on
It's
tonight
weird.
because she said it was this cold building.
Yeah.
I never wear it. These will tell you every event you go on. I've never got a coat on or anything. Because I'll just burn up. But for me to be actually
It should
physically
be
cold,
making you
something
much
is
noise.
taking
You
me
should
over.
do this conversa-
Yeah.
constant conversation. Sounds like it's up nose.
Does it stop doing it? Does it stop doing it now?
It's still doing it.
Oh,
You hear that? What is it doing?
Hell with that. Vacuum. Vacuum. Is it like a ghost box?
Yeah.
Gold chain. Before time.
There's a little speaker that we plug into the...
I've got a little speaker there, but it's not quite
Oh,
loud
it's
enough.
not
It's
far
not
past.
loud enough. Plus it's really noisy.
Colder.
Colder.
Downstairs it was non-stop, wasn't it? In front room.
Downstairs, it's like two people. You hear them having a conversation, a man and a woman talking, but it's impossible to get that long an answer.
No, I want allowed.
Okay.
I want allowed in that room.
Where the just to say, was it anything to do with a mine? Remember the vast amount of money I was saying? Anything to do with a mine?
It's too noisy in here now, so I'm gonna stop. Come in.
There was something on the farm. There was something on the farm.
Iron mine. Iron mine. Iron, copper, iron and ore.
I wonder if that's what he took with him. Because he found it and he took the possessions.
Do you have a gold chain?
Sorry.
The guy did.
Yeah.
The man who was
Yeah.
the gold chain.
So we had, she's got a person on.
It was a lot of money. It was worth
Cheryl's just said about a gold chain. On here.
Yeah, but it might even be to do with
It might be the Mason's symbol.
Yeah.
Is that where I should be?
Right, cold.
It's like looking in at one, mate.
Hot water bottle.
But he took, Steve burned the farm and he took all the possessions.
Yeah.
So what he took, I don't know, you can't. It's because he's not come through. Oh. That's both for a while, is it? It's been quiet for a while.
Yeah.
Horses, humanity and horses.
Can you see that?
I know, yeah, no, you can do it, mine.
Sorry, but I'm good.
Copper mine. Pickaxes.
No, it wasn't initially cut off. It was digging for something
Yeah.
in the bank and behind the farm. But found something else.
Yeah, my foot bit sounds sweaty.
No, here.
I'm not allowed. Should be in bed, really, I think.
And when he found it, he took it, left the farm, so there was no trace.
Yeah. He's covering his tracks up.
He got killed in the farm.
He's covering the tracks up. Yeah, so he looked like he'd gone as well.
Ah, right, okay.
Is that making sense?
He also killed a farm worker.
Yeah.
Put him in central fire.
Right. Okay. So there was a cover up.
It was covering up.
Can you confirm that on some of the equipment, please?
And he was a judge.
He was a judge. Yeah. Could feel the wealth with him. They feel the land.
They made the decisions here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone off.
Fifth?
Fifth.
The fifth. The fifth judge of the Masons. The fifth one to sit. So that's been going 5 years.
The fifth event that's happened that someone's gone. He's not giving me any information about his position in that other than he was the decision maker
Yeah.
and it affected his land, which is why he was biased. Maybe
That's the first time that's gone off for ages.
Yeah.
Baker.
We've got what else?
Vapor.
We've got what downstairs.
Are you going to give us a manifestation then? Rather than just working with me?
Come on. Push that equipment off.
Come on then, give us a mist up there, don't just make a sound.
Come and show yourself. Come fully forward. We're telling your story of what it was like in your times. You come and work with us. Cobwebs again. You get the cobweb sensation all over your face. Land deeds, taxes, notes. Documents and the desk. Remember I gave a desk, didn't I, about 20 minutes ago?
I was stood there, Amanda.
Everyone's had their hair me tonight, yeah? My left leg is absolutely stone cold. You got what?
But that's actually like a tickle from the fact of
Come on, go away.
Come on, leave Ray alone. Step away from Ray. Affect somebody else in the room, please. You're snug now?
Yeah.
That's how you keep warm on an invest.
I'm not warm. I'm too warm, me.
Come on.
Snuggle up.
You sure? Get some fresh air, yeah?
You alright, Ray?
Yeah.
It's just getting bombarded. Yeah. Yeah, twice. No. He'll be fine, just needs a bit of fresh air. I haven't wanted to go out of this room though, because I think it's to get to a bit more information in there.
Setting up bargain chair in that room.
I need. Let's go and see what we can find. I'll leave Ray, give him a couple of minutes. You okay now? My knee's killing. All right now?
Yeah, I'm just going to have a drink. Just to...
Can I have one? Can I have a brew?
Yeah.
Cheers. Anything? Coffee, couple of sugars.
Exactly.
Coffee, couple of sugars, a boost. Give me an energy boost, please. Thank you. Milky, be brilliant. You know what I mean? Like. Yes, please. Just gonna have a little look around. See who's testing what. Just looking for the others. I know Claire, I seem sure Claire's in here. I'm freezing. Look at you.
You're never warm, ever.
Tina murdered.
Poor Tina murdered. How was she murdered?
Well, she took back every other.
Who murdered her? Tina with the woman who said kiss me. That was Tina. Was it a man that said that though? No, it was a woman that said kiss me. Yeah, and I think that was Tina.
It went, kiss me quick.
That was Tina.
Tina, are you here with us? If you're here with us, Tina, can you make a
noise in this room. You touched one of us in this room.
Oh, it just started since we've been down here.
It is musty down there. I'm tempted to shut this down and start it up again, see if we get the same stuff. You heard this?
Yeah. Go on, ring the bells.
Gas. That's why you were all coughing, because you're gas.
They were mentioned Germans down there, you see.
Did it?
Yeah. Gas, they gassed them, didn't
Mm.
they? Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
no.
wouldn't have thought here though, would they?
No, what done over here?
There were a lot of Italians who used to live around this area.
Mm.
They came over in the 1800s and they moved to a massive Italian family.
When I'd done an RAF camp, they would have had pits
Mm.
from torture. They would have had pits and then certain levels, officers and above.
That sounds like yes, Gary. They did. We've come in we've come in here for some peace because it was just nuts in there, wasn't it? Trying to listen to this, everyone's screaming, talking about it all.
Do you relate?
Still going mad?
Do you relate to
Yeah.
being gassed?
Hang on, it's a party murdered and gas.
It's overhead, put in front of the gas fire that are in oven. Did the vicar kill her?
Altar.
So she was killed at the altar by the vicar?
Oh,
A verger?
Cheers. Thank you. Thanks very much.
Oh, I'd
Appreciate it.
one of them. Might get me cough going.
First come, best dressed.
Yeah.
Is it still doing that thing?
it is, yeah. It's not quite as. It's not more quiet.
You know, Dan,
Nobody wants to see you've got a
did
cup
you
of
ever
tea,
see
Gary.
them stones
I haven't had one for
what
hours.
were laid downstairs?
Did I see it?
Do you know Old Barton?
A little bit, yeah.
Do you know if there were a one what had got no such as name on it and there was some kind of print on the side of it and it's quite weird, you can't work it out what it is.
I don't know details like that, no.
Yeah.
I know some of them were broke up.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know any details as such. Sorry.
Oh no, it's alright, it's just what I got told downstairs, it was like the name, there's no name and there were like a date or something like that and then there was something to sign it but it was weird, I couldn't even figure out what it was. So, division!
Really?
Is this division?
Wait.
No way! That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean,
He just said divide, didn't he?
At division, have you
Yeah.
seen every shop?
Division 24, yeah.
Every shop? If this comes up with 24, then I am
Hmm.
done. Done.
Can you say Wayne? Belting brew, by the way.
Stop rubbing it in.
Beautiful.
Shh. Listening.
That sounded like a nice building.
A nice what?
Building.
Did you hear keys?
Did you ever already do this before? This is the weirdest thing. I've never done this before. Ever?
Can you turn it louder?
No, I can't do louder. That speaker I've got tiny. I might talk. Well, somebody else has got another speaker. Have you got a speaker?
Is it
Yeah.
better than that? Or is it the same? Pour again, that's twice it said pour.
I'll go and get it on my box.
Yeah, we need a loudspeaker. I'll entertain your viewers. Are they used to it yet, Gary?
I know it off by heart.
People only watch because I'm here.
And the answer is no, can't trust it.
Go on then, go get that speaker. Come on, I'm excited. It's going to be a great life one day.
Don't let her rape me phone.
She likes trying to get into it. She can't get into it.
On a Saturday night.
Ow! I'm not taking you to the pie shop now. Wakefield's famous pie shop.
Pine peas.
Yeah.
Thought that was Wigan.
Oh,
No,
you've not lived till you've
no,
been to Wakefield
till
Pie
it's
Shop.
been-
Wakefield Pie Shop
The
is
pie
famous.
shop.
It's
Go on the
famous,
match.
don't
I
they?
think about years ago.
The
2 seconds.
pie shop.
It is world famous.
Where is it?
It's just up in High Street.
On
You
West
can follow us there. We'll take you to the pie shop.
Okay, I've
You
done.
know, it's open to about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our personal prize.
Alphabet. I
That
can't believe it's
before
a
as well.
division now. How weird is that?
Yeah, that's a bit mad, isn't
Okay.
it? When I walked in the room,
Yeah? Brilliant.
That was when it reboots itself.
Is there a name what's supposed to be on top of, on front of that, what we call it, stone, gravestone? Should there be a name on there? Should it have been, what's it, Tracy, did it say? Tina. That says Joanna. Or headstone says Joanna, daughter of William, what was the surname? Forgotten.
Blake, is it?
Harrison, that's it. Do you know anything to do with that blank stone that's got a name missing on it and there should be a name on it? Can you say anything on this machine? You don't listen to me, you never do. It's just not loud enough. I'm getting a Bluetooth speaker. Children. Sorry? Children. It said it, children. Was it supposed to be a child on that gravestone? Pauper's grave, yeah. That church looks lovely out there from here. You know, it lights and cathedral. It's a beautiful cathedral.
Night.
Nighttime. Yes, you're right. Is that a good speaker? Got a speaker?
Guilty or not guilty?
Badger's back.
That's just bad. I behave.
He's got a reputation to maintain here, you know. We'll all have to have nicknames.
Session 2, we're in, what room would we know this as?
Sheridan's room. Dummy
Fireplace room.
Fireplace
Dummy
room.
waiter in there.
Dummy waiter.
Dumb
It's a
waiter.
dummy waiter. It's a dummy waiter. Trying to say we don't.
So that means there could be a dining room.
There's one there, yeah, can't get that pin out.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's tucked away.
Okay, well, what good's that then?
Well, unplug it.
No nails.
And I have.
Yeah, do you want me?
Yeah.
If I break them, if I break them.
Yeah, which?
I've got
Have you got one? Obviously, I've got some, but I don't remember. It took me 50 years to build it. I've run out of holes.
It goes where that one is.
Yeah, but I've run,
you usually.
you have to pull that out of that hole and put it into that hole.
Yeah,
Because I've run out of holes. You have to pull it out of one of the holes. I'm finding it, mate. I'm finding. Oh, that's quite a
There you
girthy.
Yeah.
It's like a bomb.
See how that goes, and then put this one in if it's.
It's no louder.
I've only tried it.
tapping behind
Oh.
you then, Angelique?
Yeah.
Can you say one of our names in this room, please?
It's very noisy punch them next door.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
hot legs. There'll be some crystals in there.
Yeah, fucking pissed up. Shouting the ball at everybody.
Yeah, that's not loud enough, is that?
Okay. It's usually for the SP7, that one. I'll turn it on here. That's a billion or billion?
Billion. Hmm? Like a couple of hairs had just been pulled. A few people getting that in the room.
The hair pulled.
The tickle.
So, yeah.
I had my hair pulled in there. What's Wayne from? He's ace, isn't he? What's Wayne? We should take him somewhere with us.
Yeah.
Poor lad, I don't think he leaves here much. Halt, or in German, halt. Who's that? Oh, it's only Amanda. Do you have a green and purple disco?
That's a proper haunted dog, not like that.
That's at least.
Jesus Christ, these crisps are really hot.
Well, don't complain when you get cold. Just
There
open
is.
them.
Oh, what them spicy.
She's got cotton
Do you know what, I'm going to shut this down and see if we get the same responses again, yeah? Because it's too weird. Do you want to go through that door then?
Do you know what? I came in here for a quiet second.
Right, oh wait, oh wait.
Can you drain the laser grid to me left? Brand new batteries in that. I'm on my second one. Never touch the sides, the first one. I needed a boost. I needed a sugar rush.
I have a really cold to the skin.
Can I sit on?
Thank you.
She's as bad as a box of frogs. Just absolutely off a rocker. I can tell she's from Barnsley.
Is there anything in here?
A couple of hooks.
It's like a mini knob, can't you?
It's going already, that laser grid.
Yeah. That were really bright before.
Was.
Is it from China?
No. Tibet.
No, you're very Yorkshire then, Gary.
No.
No.
No. Petunia. So Robert Sailor, didn't you?
Nearly gone. Rue.
Poisoning everyone. Is it?
Sun is on fire. You tried them, Chris?
No. So.
It's
It's not bringing it. It's not doing
Wasabi
anything now.
ones.
You are.
I think wasabi ones or something like that.
No, I think they're just extra hot. Wasabi on the back, they are round.
Come on, spirits.
Reach.
Nearly gone now.
Chills.
K2's
Well,
not
I've got
there.
chills. I'm fucking freezing.
It's really cold in there. I need to go and have some soup.
I've got a tin of Heinz tomato soup at home.
Oh, with bread or cream crackers.
Oh no, screw that. We're at the pie shop. Wakefield Pie Shop. Wakefield Pie Shop. We're way too excited about going to pie shop. We're
Pie.
usually much drunker.
Pie, yeah.
Well, that can be arranged.
It'll be such a strange feeling when in there, so I wouldn't see anyone else from
Too early for it.
Can you step in between the grid and the lights? Can you take them down for us?
That went down.
just
I did. I got so cold then. I was going to shiver. I've got my back facing to this. There's a shiver right down my spine.
Come on, walk in between the lights again. Drop the lights down.
There,
Ice. He
again.
said ice.
Ice.
Yeah, it's ice cold. It's freezing. It's getting really cold. I'm having a light.
I am absolutely frozen now.
Come on, drain all the lights from that unit.
I feel shivery. It's like,
I'm
God, that's
never
what
cold.
it feels like that's going down my back. It's so cold.
And I've got it like one of my hands.
So we lost the
I'll have to sit in the car with heaters on for 5 minutes.
walk up and downstairs a few times.
Because then I'll just be out of breath.
On. This isn't scanning anything at all anymore.
The electronics are going weird in here.
Yeah.
This whole building. I can't sit still. I can't sit still.
Oh my days.
I'm freezing. I feel like really
Cold in here.
Freezing, I feel dead fidgety. Yeah, I feel dead fidgety. Just gonna go.
It's only 10 past 10.
Is it?
Still got 2 hours left. Direct.
But that she is.
Your tablet, get that working.
There's not much charge on it yet, just had a look. It's a really slow charger.
Will I hear then? Do you just make noise then?
Like what?
In my ear, it's like a... Shut up, the music again.
breathing through my
No,
nose.
it's right by my ear.
Oh,
I thought it was you.
breathing through my nose.
If you could refrain.
Go on, drain all that grid now. Drain it all for us. I'll go and get some new batteries. I'll be me.
She's a gobshite.
I think it was this. This was, yeah. Why is it what is it, speed?
Take the laser grid down. Go on, it's nearly gone now, isn't it? I'm going to get some new batteries for that again.
Well, head when you switched it on.
Yeah, it was dead bright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll just put that.
That grid's nearly gone.
Nearly gone, hasn't it?
Come on, it's mine.
And I only have new batteries in my box.
That's just, I put them in the other day. Put my dress over my knees, trying to make an extra layer.
Come drain that energies out of that unit now.
Do you want a snuggle? You're too far away.
Yeah,
I'll totally come in for a snuggle.
Go on, change the temperature in the room as well, please.
Make it warmer.
Yeah, warmer would be
Yeah,
nice.
but you are, my legs are not like twitching because I'm so cold.
Yeah.
Something's what?
Tickling the thought, not me.
I thought you said you front. I'm like, away.
Could you talk into this unit on the floor with the red light?
Can I just blink then, or did those lights on the wall just flash?
They are. They're going. Come on.
It was just those two underneath the shelf.
Yeah. I got the second one on the right under the shelf. From the one that's nearly touching it. I'm asking for a James. He was the first gentleman's name I got when I came in the building.
What's that?
Go on, drain that equipment for us, please. Can you walk through it? Can you walk through the laser grid?
Make the dots disappear. Stand in front of them. Oh, fucking hell, I'm getting even colder.
It's really cold here.
Come on, spirits.
God, that's killing me.
You know the weird thing though? My leg that's on the floor here is burning. Absolutely boiling hot. It's my leg that's touching the floor there.
Any children used to play in that? Is it dumbwaiter?
Yeah, yeah.
But when you feel, I feel chilled through, apart from the leg there.
I've had like a knee injury, knee pain, a lot of knee pain on my right knee.
Just in here.
In the other room before I get really like as if my knee's gone the opposite way.
Oh.
Because I feel like it's all swollen at the back of my knee and I haven't done anything. I'll drive about 500 miles.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think I've just
Surprised you've got some kind of pulse.
Just did a lot of home.
Come on, spirits, walking between them lights on the wall. Can you move anything on the back shelf?
So if I want to put this to the ear and try and make out what it's saying, I've turned Sanctus off so it's not going to shout.
Mm-hmm.
And keep it to your ear. I managed to get some, that's how I heard the kiss me quick by holding it to my ear. I've turned Sanctus off so it's not going to deafen your ear.
Come on, spirits, walk towards us.
Make it out.
Just want to get a white noise box for a couple of minutes. Don't like them all too long.
They do my head in.
Oh,
That's
I
all right.
like them.
Not
Crazy.
Sarah Rachel.
I thought I heard Rachel downstairs, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm sure he said Rachel downstairs.
Oh my god, I've gone absolutely freeze. I'm absolutely frozen from head to foot.
Can you affect somebody in the room, please?
My leg is absolutely boiling.
Cold, but
My nose is absolutely freezing.
That's it.
Heavy
This
breathing.
hand's warm, that hand's freezing, and my leg is, it feels like
Can I
it's
listen to
burning.
it, see what we can hear?
You're not asking me.
I feel this child wants to come up out the
Out of the dumbwaiter.
dumbwaiter.
probably what I've done again, that's why I'm done.
Sandley.
Yeah.
Sounds really sinister.
It is at the sort of by my name, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I know there's a light over there on that wall.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
It
Wi-Fi.
keeps
It's
going.
the Wi-Fi.
Light and dark and light and dark.
Yeah, it's Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, is it?
So it'll be, if anyone's on it.
Blinking on and on.
No, it's not blinking, it just dulls down and then brightens up.
Yeah, it's
It'll just be
Wi-Fi.
fluctuation Wi-Fi.
Come on, if there's a child wants to come and play, come and play. There's some pretty lights for you to go change the colour of.
Got a cat ball.
Yeah, go.
There you go, we've got that one.
Does anyone have a
got
cat
one?
ball?
No,
Oh, right.
I've got one. Oh, there's a light on the mantelpiece. See if you can make that
Oh,
light
do you want to
up.
get the motion sensor actually? Should we get the motion sensor?
Mhm.
It's on the fireplace, we have to.
Oh, it's over there, squeak next to that there.
Just heard heavy breathing. Is that what you said?
That breathing
This
there.
side.
That's not you, Rach, is it?
What's that?
Just somebody heard heavy breathing.
No.
But that's what you get before, wasn't it, down your ear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
About 10 minutes ago.
which is
She's legally...
At that moment in time, I was breathing through my nose when you
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll pop that over there. Oh,
Preferably
have I
not.
just broken? Oh no, I've not. Okay, so if we all keep still, not flashing any torches or anything, that'll go on in a sec. It's when you used the SLS earlier, we'll go there, won't we? And we could just go get the camera again.
Go ahead, Nick, I'll scan over your body.
It's being a pervert.
No, I'm not.
Are you using me as a stand?
No. I had the perfect view of the light there, and then you just lay down right in front of the camera.
Alright, sweetie, there's a child in here who wants to come and play. Do you want to go and try and light that box up where that light was again for us, please?
They are draining them lights again, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not as bright as they were.
I'll go stand in front and make those purple lights disappear.
Knock the stand over.
Somebody breathing, won't it then?
That was me, I yawned.
Oh.
People tapping.
That was putting her foot down. Go smack Mickey on the bum.
That's not. Fuck off, Gary.
That's alright, I'm going to have to get up if I can get up.
Right.
No.
I've
That
just
was my boob, not my arm.
I've just seen something on I've
On
just
what?
seen something on the floor over there,
Where?
just in the bottom corner.
Sorry, that's going to come on then a bit, but
What was it?
And that's drained as well. That's gone. That's gone off. Says press play. Battery low. The battery's gone on that as well.
So how come I got moved and this didn't go on there?
I'll go and get 2 more batteries for that.
It's because it's facing up, the sensor's facing the wrong way.
I'll go and get 2 batteries for this EVP.
Got these 2 out of my torch, because I've got 2
No, I've got
I've got
the-
2 torches.
Double A's.
I don't have any blaze.
I don't know using that for shine play.
I just wondered if anything could come, because it's got to be, it's that way.
Go in for the floor.
Well, no, because then if anybody moves,
Oh gosh.
it's going to pick it up that way, isn't it? That's why I was thinking there.
That's gone quiet.
I need to go a bit more moving round. I'm daily face.
Voice recorder on. If anyone's in here with us, can you tell us your name, please? Come and talk to us and tell us your name. Can you tell us who these voices are that we're hearing? Who's this man and this woman talking? Are they in the tunnels underneath? Did they die here? Were they buried outside?
enchanted.
I said something then, but I can't remember.
Oh, I thought your cough was deafening me.
Oh,
What?
I didn't cough.
That was you, you copied.
I'm going to take some pictures, see if I can get some EVPs.
Loads of batteries of dying. I just brought that in out my case and that's died as well already.
Don't usually get as much energy being zapped out of batteries and stuff as we have tonight.
Yeah, but this shouldn't go at all, this. That should be well on. I'm going to get another battery pack.
I keep trying to take pictures and catch EVPs and you just keep talking through it.
I couldn't look at you took a picture, didn't you? When you were like, come on.
My left hand keeps shaking, I've got no strength and it just keeps shaking.
Stay off the line.
I don't drink.
Oh,
I could do with a drink after
You
spending
don't drink.
I don't. I don't drink.
Except when you were me.
And I have one gin to your 8.
Not my fault you shit at it.
It's nuts. So his battery's drained then?
Mm.
Can you make a noise in here? Can you tap or bang? You walk in front of these purple lights. Show us that you're here.
I've got Enoch.
Enoch. I had a great uncle called Enoch. That's what my dad was named after. Called him Ian.
He's got like box of those.
Enoch, are you in here with us?
Cold breeze outside of me there.
That's true. Did you?
Yeah.
I think it's just cold in there.
These boards are a nice angle for reclining.
Might freaking slide down, you know.
I'll deal with it. I'll take it for now.
Especially if it's totally leaning against it, 'cause it's
No, I
only
can't sit there.
cardboard.
It is.
You know.
I'm alright, yeah. Feels reasonably sturdy.
Do you know what this sounds like it could possibly be? It's that secret marriage ceremony.
Okay. It's a very religious lady.
There's a lot of religious stuff coming through. I mean, obviously we know we've got the vicarage
We
straight away.
want it downstairs in the cellar. It's like, you know, it's actually, you know, the
Gravestones.
gravestones that were used as a floor and it come through. Didn't it sound like
Yeah.
you that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting a strong impression that this is a wedding ceremony done in secret.
Okay, you know why that is, don't you? With child.
The one that's sitting on my name.
With child.
Shotgun wedding.
Mm-hmm.
nice to take a coffee cup with me.
God, I needed that drink before. So I reckon that's settling in now at about 15.
Feels cold a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Have you enjoyed having us along in here tonight?
Sorry, that's me.
It's good.
You just said it's good.
It's good.
I'm investing in you. You could do with an amp. Should have brought Spinner's amp.
Is that Bluetooth?
I don't know if there's Bluetooth on this camera.
See, it's a right echo on this though,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Turn the echo down, you'll see there's a dial on it. See there's a dial at the top. I can't see without my glasses on.
The echo there. Turn echo down. There you go.
Thank you.
Got warm.
Is that better? Bottom of my
Open something, it said.
Said what?
Open something.
Open. Open the
Get the second word though.
Open the door.
open the sleeping placement. Dumb waiter.
Dummy waiter.
Somebody just give me the name of Sophie. Can you speak into that box on the floor with the red light?
Do you hear a beeping noise then?
No.
Do you hear a beep?
No.
Like an electrical beep?
No.
There's quite a lot in front of you with the light. I don't know if it's okay. Latin.
Yeah.
Not good sign that.
You know, like the old church, the old Catholic church,
Mhm.
not chanting, but just like with the words there,
Yeah,
like in
because
that.
they used to speak in Latin.
Yeah.
I can see movement down that bottom corner.
That's
I've
what
tried
it
to
said.
turn it down there.
Said that motion lights came on.
It's like
Oh, I'm taking a picture, sorry.
it's flat flash, does it?
So
Okay.
taking a flash off now.
Back, can you sat like this?
No, keep your flash on. It's all right. I keep seeing stuff on the floor move.
This a lot.
But we picked up a dog earlier on the camera.
Can you affect the temperature, please?
There's something, if there is something.
Make it warm because it's really cold in here.
I just saw a shadow move across the floor in front of your feet and
Mm-hmm.
it's really quick. Just left it.
Do you see that?
Oh, I saw something though. That was right by my
Right.
face. I thought at first maybe there was something on my glasses.
I've got something hugging my legs still.
Was that you?
It's this kidding that you were telling about.
Mhm.
Because it's hanging around my legs, always hanging around my legs. It's a little
It's different.
Your name's Sophie. You surprised we can see you, Sophie?
They said, before you asked if it was Sophie, it said it's different.
I think Joanna. That was Latin. That was Latin, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Can you hear that? That's not the church bells. It's not in the hour, is it?
No, they're not coming.
How did you hear?
I think bells ringing.
That's what I heard before. I knew also it was church bells, but then seemed to have
10 minutes and then
Okay.
head down to the basement.
Yeah, sure.
Because we've not really been down there. 50 something it said. Sanity.
Somebody you like.
Stomach they're making that noise.
Yeah, that was my stomach.
We'll take it to the pie shop, Mary. Famous Wakefield pie shop.
Do you think she's hungry?
I'll give you some shameless speciality. Our city.
Those lights to keep twinkling.
They do, don't they?
Just
Oh, hang
change
on.
bells through this.
Oh God, that sounded a bit demonic.
Very strict Catholic lady.
Ooh, lots of
So
shivers down behind
There's
that.
a smell that's just.
it's not me there.
No, I just got a hit of a smell, like a burning smell.
Like incense.
No, burning, like singed paper.
I put secret on here before, didn't I?
What?
It's come up secret. I said about secrecy.
I don't think I was there then.
On here, I typed in.
Alright.
see- the-
It's just a smell of burning, like burnt paper.
Catholic prayers being read. Rosemary
I
breeds
can
hidden.
smell it now, Rachel.
Yeah, but it's burning.
It's not off.
It's like,
No.
like you're on a
When we said about
match
secret wedding.
Yeah, I've just read that.
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Yes,
Secret
yeah,
ceremony.
not sulphur as in like a bad
Masons
sulphur
and-
smell.
No,
but
the
like
match.
a,
But match light.
no, it's like when you blow a match out. What's it say? Is the maid in here with us? You lighting candles?
You said well, I'm not behind me. Was that?
She can get it again.
It does, doesn't it?
You can talk to me. Did get that second bit though.
Give us one of our names in here, please.
Was it? Yeah, choose somebody else.
I wonder what the hell that was. It was a little light in the window. Are you the housemaid? Is that you lighting candles?
You're there's an alarm's going off next door. Is there anybody in that room? See me.
That's for the very strict nun.
Is there a nun in here with us? Does she like what we're doing? Religious.
Look down her nose at everyone. Under scrutiny. You checking us out, darling?
Oh yeah, again.
Was it the nun that got pregnant? Let's say there on his own, it keeps going on.
Yeah. The
Could it have been
who's in there? Who's in there on their own?
Brad.
The sensor's going off. He said it's gone off 4 times. That's when I went in to change the batteries on that pack. Dying.
Could it have been the nun that got pregnant?
I'll ask. Spirits. Was it the nun that got with child? Yes or no? Behind us.
Don't like quiet. Don't you say you don't like quiet?
Don't like choir or quiet?
Quiet. Was loud.
It was really loud. It was really clear as well, but I still didn't catch exactly what she said.
Can you say that again for us, please?
$15. It's not bad, is it?
I feel like I'm being hooked.
You're hooked.
Yeah.
Can Can you push Angelique forward for yes, please? If you like, there we go. Whoa, see that?
Protect you before.
I can't, I'm about 10 foot away.
Odd, and sometimes it's male, sometimes it's female. It's really loud.
Backwards for no, darling. Okay, just relax.
Oh, it's gone really misty in here.
Do you know the lady that got married secretly here? Yes. Do you know of a James, the first name I got when I first walked in? Do you know a James here? Backwards for no, forwards for yes. Was he the head mason from over the road? I'm going to give you the year again. 1746, what we picked up on earlier. No, 1747. Thank you.
Cross.
Was it correct with the figure of £2,000 for the mine? Do you know the correct figure?
That sounds like wankers.
I won't give that though.
It's alright, draft that back of my neck.
Gary, you know that ultraviolet light that's on the floor?
Yeah.
Is there anything next to it that's green?
No, there's a laser grid pen that's black, but it's showing up green, and
Yeah, I know there were a green light at the other side of that.
And there's a ball.
No, it won't, it would definitely. I can see where that green light is. It won't, that one in my eye line was where the laser pen was.
come and affect something.
Little ball of light.
Did the lady have... Oh, I'm trying to think. Did the lady not want the child? Thank you. It's clicking behind us like that, isn't
I
it?
think that will me. I think I like that.
How many calories saying?
No.
Not 1 foot out of place. Orthodox Catholic. Forwards for yes, please. Thank you. Are you about 22, 24 max? About 24. Forwards for yes, please. Thank you. Oh, that light's there. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm just going to stay still. Wait that for reset. Just going to ask now. What's she saying to you now, Angelique? Messages I heard.
Anything. Can't hear anything.
What was that?
Feedback.
Can you affect something in the room, darling, please?
Remember us?
All I can see is a yellow sandstone wall.
Yellow sandstone wall.
Yeah.
Feels like I can hear talking behind, so I don't know what room it, or whether it's coming from down below and up this shaft behind me.
Couldn't people walking past them?
Is there?
I mean, Jamie's thoughts, I couldn't hold it fast. Hey Christ.
Hey Christ. Are you virtually stood right behind my friend, right in front of me?
What footsteps came through there? They sound like seeing four voices coming through.
Sounds really weird, doesn't it?
Before you asked that, I was picking up on 4, but I feel there's 4 people in here. That's them all at once. 2. Still on 15 degrees, aren't we? Hey?
I keep hearing like a gate slamming. It's like a metal gate
That
slamming.
sounded to me like a church bell though.
It's what my gate sounds like if you don't, you know, like if you don't close it properly. I have big iron gates.
If you're getting big iron gates, and I'm getting...
You're
Sounds
getting the
like
wall,
that.
aren't you?
Like my back's actually.
So it's obviously a high, big gated.
That's my back.
4H.
My back is in pieces.
DDP.
Yeah, voice recorder. Is it something you said?
No, it's not.
Again, it's like a gate.
The gate.
So is
You've
it
got
like
the wall. You're getting the wall, aren't you? It's
Yeah.
just that, I don't know whether you've been paid off with this property, with child, set up in the house.
Which is what makes me think it was the nun that was pregnant.
I don't boys, do you want to get any other equipment?
Pardon?
Do you want to get some other equipment? Do you want K2 or something? Or
Did you have to go downstairs? I've been doing this, haven't you? What do you have to do?
Wish to God I had a loudspeaker. Wish I had a loudspeaker. It's driving me nuts. I've never heard it do this before, ever.
never.
Never, never. Have you heard it do this before?
No.
St. Francis. St. Francis.
St. Francis. Did
Franciscan nuns?
do you know the gentleman with the waistcoat that came through before in the big room? Forward to the yes, please.
I'm good with St. Francis.
So Francis of Assisi, patron saint of animals.
If there was a dog in here.
What the hell's that? No, it was the bell. It was China.
It was back in two, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's like it all the time.
we've been getting that all night.
Downstairs was more active, wasn't it?
Yeah, that room that wouldn't let me in.
Yeah.
I got pulled out, pulled back in
And
the
it said
room.
my name, it said my name down there.
Ah. I think I had to have a chat. I always looks after me,
I know it does.
He always has done since he decided to introduce himself to me. Not very nice way, but he didn't. In places like this, he will do.
Do you know he was born in St. Francis was born in Italy and I mentioned about the Italians age, didn't I?
1700s,
1200s.
1200s.
So, it is. So, if there was a Franciscan monastery nearby, or a church dedicated to St Francis,
A lot coming together.
so we have got a lot of religious connotations.
A lot
It's
coming
not-
together.
It helps because we've got Salvation Army opposite as well. You
Yeah,
can see the
the lock.
cathedral, so it is big. It is taking a lot of religious.
seconds.
All of these tunnels, they all eventually led to Wakefield Cathedral.
Ask that question out. Sorry, they just said that to me.
Go for it.
Do these tunnels lead to the cathedral?
I got that.
Yes.
They must pick me for doing this. I just really said it.
Did you hide there?
Is that where you had your affair? Was he a priest?
Are you a priest?
He's died. And it was a yes. They didn't like that question. It was a yes. There used to be a lot of it.
Are you a Catholic priest? Did you impregnate a lady in the area? Was she a sister of God?
There's no convent here though.
There's no convent in Wakefield.
It's not been hidden. Should we go visit him?
What became of the nun? Did she have the child? Hello. I think we'd do exactly the same, so the next call.
Right, what do you want to do? Do you want to move on?
I'm gonna go and grab my drink.
Yeah.
And should we have a quick 5 minutes? Should we go back down to the basement?
Yeah.
After Light's died now, so I'll get Nikki's tablet. She's got the same
There's
software.
Nikki's laser grip pen,
Right, that's
and I'll
mine.
put some more batteries in.
Right, I'm gonna go grab my drink from the room.
I've got some new batteries in here.
We're going to the base, are we? Is anybody in that room?
I'll find out.
Motion sensor. I'm going to ask the question out now, talking to this recorder, the red light on. Are all the tunnels linked to the cathedral? Yes or no? You walk in front of that. Can you set that alarm off for me, please? Got some brand new. Ooh. Some brand new batteries in this. I'm going to take some pictures. Come close to them objects for me, please. Affect something in the room. Take some photographs. Got about an hour left here. Come on, spirits, give some interaction. Drain the energy in the batteries, please, and the laser grid. Take the temperature down as well on the monitor. Alright, Kels, are you still in? It'll be interesting to hear the EVPs as well. Come on, Spirit, walk amongst us. Just in the room on my own. You set the alarm off, please. Take the laser grid right down. Drain the laser grid. Go on, brand new batteries in that again. Drain the equipment. on, spirits. Well done, thank you. Take it right down again. Brand new batteries you're draining. Take it right down. Can you talk into the meter on the floor? Can you go very close to the meter? You take the temperature down, please. Have we been spot on with all the information we've got? Can you say yes or no now for me? I'll check the recorder later on. Can you move something in the room? Would you like me to move on into another room? Can you go close to one of our team members? Can you go and affect them or really scare them? You've drained all that pen again, drained all that grid. Can you go near to the green light on the window? Took the temperature down by 0.2, can you take it right down? That's the cathedral bells, 11 p.m. Right, I'm going to move on here in a minute. That's totally done, that grid pen again. You make a noise in here. can hear the movement in this corner. How long's this video been running for now? Hello Elizabeth. How long's this live feed been on now? Please. You heard the tapper, you heard the tap in this corner then. Go on, set the equipment off while I'm on my own. That'd be brilliant. Right, I'm going to set it towards the door. And then I'm going to reset it again. There's something telling me that was going to happen. There's nobody at that door now. Hello? You alright? Coming in?
Am you?
Yes.
Alright.
You alright? I'll come down in a minute.
Come down because it will be.
Just going to set that again. See if you can do that again for me, Spirit. If you want me to go down the cellar. Go on, walk between that light beam there. Walk between that passive infrared and the door. Sliding in this chair as well. I've got the Wi-Fi unit box on the tripod, so that might have been clicking possibly. Come on, spirits, do something in the room before we go. Going downstairs in the basement. You want me in the basement? Make yourself known. You move anything on the shelf? Go on, move something on the shelf for me, please. Yeah, what we're doing is I'm going to go down to the basement. We've got to be out of here at 12, so the laser grid has drained fully again, so that's the second one in here. I've got the EVP on the floor as well on the tripod, so I will listen to that on the way home. I've got an EMF there, and temperatures on the floor as well. Right, spirits, we're going down the basement now. Can you open that door? How long's this live feed been on? It only stays on for 4 hours, so... Come on, rattle something on the shelf. The gentleman in the waistcoat, do something for me. Okay, going off down to the basement. I'm going to turn this alarm off. Laser grid's nearly gone now in the corner there. Second one. Put that back. End of session 3, EVP for the old vicarage in the back room. Going into the basement next.
of things, isn't it? It's all to do with skating things. You showed me Wake Catwalk. Wake Catwalk. Showed me buildings.
Are you coming with me or? I've got that equipment there, I don't know if you can get that down or if you look there till I don't want to get it. Right, we're going into the basement. Go on. Yeah.
Is that alarm going off again?
Yeah, it's going off, is it?
Yeah, he's picking it, going it down.
Cheers, Ray. Go in the basement, they're asking.
I've actually just really warmed up.
Oh, yeah.
When you get down there, you chill.
I know, but it's not warm enough.
Oh, that, I'll tell you what, that shit everyone up earlier when
Did it?
that lady said, if there's anybody present, show yourself in that window.
And Raymond put his bloody face in.
But just as she said it, we're
What
like,
a knob.
oh, God.
Excuse the language.
Oh, apologies.
That's okay,
Sorry
darling.
to very spanky it was.
Oh, look, we're going to end up in corner again, aren't we?
We like the corners though, don't we?
I don't know whether I'll get a signal of it go in.
You do get signal, I was down here early.
You need to come here,
Corners.
door.
The door. I'm just trying to balance this.
We just forget that fridge.
Oh, no, no. We had that bang, we couldn't get out. Quick enough, couldn't we? I couldn't believe. Were you here then when we had that banging?
No.
Other side, oh god.
We're drawn to more tunnels
It's unbelievable.
down here leading to the...
You were on about a doll earlier.
Doll, yeah.
Have you seen that doll there? There's a Cindy doll in that bag.
I think it's ceiling, sorry, right?
The what, sorry?
It's ceiling. There's no signal going through, is there?
Yeah, it is on.
It is, because
Did you just
I've got
tap
a...
then? Somebody tap?
I've got my
I've-
signal. Alright, okay.
Oh, sorry, mate. I'm jangling the cheese.
No, yeah, it was a tapping, like a banging.
We were tapping down, it was unbelievable.
We'll go dark for a minute and just see what... Spirits, can you walk behind me in the corridors where I've set that infrared?
Wayne's going to shit himself with Claire's ass before leaving now.
I'm not, I'm sat down, I'm being here.
Come on, Claire, step in.
I'm going to be...
I've just
Come on,
seen a
Claire.
sat like that.
I'm warming up. It's Gary's turn.
What was that noise then?
That might have been me breathing in.
Was it? It's over here.
Oh, was it?
Like
It was
a
like
tongue, you know, like a metal.
Ooh.
No, we can't recreate it. What is that?
It wanted it like
It was like a spring, wasn't it?
Go on, knock on the door, see if we get a knock back.
Push somebody. Come on, Claire, what are you getting? I know you're getting something.
I can't stop. Every time I get down here, I'm feeling like I'm getting absolutely strangulated. You know,
Coughing last time.
yeah, I can't stop coughing every time I come down here. That was quite deep, that was quite
Are you
deep, that.
asthmatic or is it the normal or is it?
No, not like that. No, I'm quite normal as such.
Is it me or is it getting really foggy?
Ah, yeah.
Come on, make it go hazy, spirits. Walk behind us, there. Walk behind us. Set the alarm off I've set in the doorway, down the corridor. Slam that door behind us. Yeah. Come on, let's see if Wayne runs.
Thanks for staying down here all
He'll be
night.
climbing over everybody on the way out.
You'll be opening this door and
Can you talk into this device with the red lights? Could you give us your name? Oh, excuse me. Dust that'll be, won't it?
Can you guys at far end feel the breeze coming through that door?
No, not at all.
No breeze.
No. It actually feels quite nice down here.
we're
I'm happy here.
quite chilled here.
You not feel this breeze, guys?
Yeah.
It's a little breezy round my lady bottom. That was
Lady bottom. Look,
Gary
Gary
dropped
his
his
torch.
So much information I'm stuck down here with you.
he dropped his torch and his balls flashed.
All four.
Only got two on me. One more than somebody else. Tell you what, something on the stairs. Can you knock them lights off? Come on, do something.
There's one coming out of that vent.
No. No, nothing.
I'm not warming it for you.
Oh, I know why. My jumper's tucked into my knickers.
Oh, God.
I had a really quick wee early. It was scary in those toilets when I did that. Yeah, there's a knock back
There's
here.
a knock at the back of us.
Knock at the back.
Door.
You have to knock a bit louder than that. You want to come in?
Hello? Can you drain the equipment again? Oh yeah. That's not in your eyes, is it, darling?
No.
Do you want it to the left a bit?
No, it's fine.
She's like a cat, she'll be like this in a minute.
Oh, I just heard like. Is there anybody behind me on the stairs?
That is on fire.
Is it? Seems to be all down there, doesn't it, by that door?
Yeah, if that's where it all
But actually
started
feel quite
earlier
good
on.
down here though, don't you? Yeah.
I'll stand down there, that'll change.
Don't
trust me.
feel don't feel sinister.
It's not, it's, I'm not saying no. See if we pick it up.
There's nothing about being intoxicated down here, is there?
Do you feel drunk as well? I'm swaying like mad. I can't on a boat. I was sat in that chair really where Claire is.
That's
and it was
going
still-
again, that way.
And it came straight down my face. There is some cobwebs, but it wasn't like a cobweb. It was heavier than a cobweb.
That was me. Whoa,
Oh, that's gone.
that's
Down.
gone already. Again. Brand new batteries.
Isn't that? You're going to have to stop going to pound shop for your batteries.
Go to 99p store instead.
I always have Duracell, darling. Can you take the light?
Can you see what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. That,
You know, it was just like, I just moved then, I thought, hang on a minute.
So you've got spider's web right in the middle.
What was that
Yeah.
in your pocket then?
It's the EMF. That's an EMF. Can you light the laser grid pen back up?
I've just gone really freezing cold again. Now we're all right.
Can you put the laser grid pen up? Come on.
He doesn't feel that's draining.
Can you go the other way? Can you make it shine? Might be this. Or maybe not. Come on, affect somebody. Affect Claire. I haven't picked on anybody tonight.
Yeah. You stop touching me. You know I don't like it. Don't do it. It really pisses me off when he does that.
Raymond, don't make me come down there.
Don't forget, I'm just about there, so you just need to position, so I will. Gonna get a
Stop
copy.
it, Ray.
No,
Oh, my head. It was like it feels touching my head.
come and get him.
There's lights getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer.
Come on, spirits. Knock something over in there. See who runs the first. See who runs first.
Did Bill's too, could be.
Yeah.
No, I'm all right with spirit spiders.
Spiders.
Whoa, God.
What was that?
What the fuck? Just touched me on the back.
Did you hear that?
What the fuck? Just touched me on the back.
drone.
Oh
bet it
my
is that.
God. Oh my God, I thought you said it was alright down there. Oh, I've changed my mind.
I told you.
Oh, mate, I've changed my mind. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh,
It was nice. I heard in that
it's
car.
not a shoulder blade height, that either. Look at it. It's not a shoulder blade height. It's a shoulder blade.
Go,
You know,
Touch Rachel again. Come on.
Go door and put your back to the door.
Just
so you
as
can't-
you did that, I had it.
Hmm.
And that's what I went. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, it got me right on the shoulder.
There's noises from that corner. Do you hear that then? Exactly. Make another noise in that corner for us. Louder. I'm swaying, aren't I? Watch me swaying.
Push her.
I'll swing like
Push her. Whoa, is that toilet? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Is that toilet? Does it go?
Oh,
There's no sensor, is there? No air freshener thing, is there?
There's an air freshener.
Oh God, the number of times I've had that, but but it was just like someone going,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Every 36 minutes it goes.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. But I don't mind debunking that, but again, that's what it's about, you know what I mean? And that was loud.
Yeah, we're going to tell everybody about that.
Oh yeah, right at the end of the investigation.
Oh no, so.
Oh yeah, no.
If you're a little squirt, it's not spirit.
Oh God. So that.
What?
What? Irritated thrush. I don't like swear words.
Did you just tell me it was as irritating as thrush?
Thrush, yeah, because it's another word.
we know.
I don't like swearing.
Do you have any spirit in the doorway? Can you
Swing the nutsack.
turn your head round, put your head round the corner?
Touch Gary, push him. He's not scared. He's Rupert. Put his scarf round him.
God, my neck was killing when I came in here tonight. That battery's gone in that, hasn't it, again?
Yeah. It's nearly completely out
There's brand new packs in my bag, I always...
You need to take them back. I've gone playing.
Is it on end switch?
Yeah, that's right, it's in the... You turn it underneath on the...
You being swaying anymore?
You turn the whole unit and then do it. Just click it in. It's gone.
Let's see if we is it on screw it middle?
Yeah, just hold. Just press them in again. Press the light in.
I'm telling you, put your back against the door and see what it does to you.
They're brand new.
See if it does all to you.
But every time you talk, it
That's what I'm about.
Because that's when I challenged, not challenged, what's word, Gary? No, well,
Confrontation.
yeah, not challenged, challenge.
Channel?
Channeled.
That's
Channeled.
it.
Right. Sorry.
I couldn't say word.
Still not working.
Yeah, I can't stand still.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot tonight, like.
Where you stand near that door? We'll stand here. It's
I'm
in
alright, me, like.
Go on, Wayne.
Is that supposed to turn on and stay on then?
No, what you do is you lock it in the
Right,
door,
you turn it
turn
round.
it down, it locks
Oh,
in.
it's button in.
You'll not recognise the
Yeah,
car.
it's fine.
That was scary.
We love watching you shit against someone. We go out.
They won't come down here again.
Right, I've just got a bang behind me, little tap behind me, like
Hot or cold?
that. Come really close around us, please.
My arm's burning. It's like somebody's grabbed me right hard now. God, and grabbed it.
I'd
You
say
know, Leah? And like they've grabbed it.
someone's trying to step in as well.
Are they? Well,
Wouldn't surprise me.
Nesbit off.
I can't believe that laser grid again.
It's full weight next to me.
Straight.
Keep getting shivers up your spine. Can you walk through somebody in this room? Can you walk really close and affect somebody in this room, please?
There's heavy breathing down here in this corner. It's like
I think I'm getting like water dripping as well. I don't know whether
We heard that earlier on.
Did you?
Yeah. Because we said, because I don't
There
know,
is
will
a drip
anybody
in
down?
top, there's a drip though, a constant drip in the toilet system.
Yeah.
Would we hear it though here?
Maybe not down here, no.
Because we heard it earlier, we thought it was raining. It sounded like it was literally raining.
Oh dear. You see it then, it boosted up again.
Walk amongst us, come on. Come in really close. Just give us some evidence you're here, please. Affect Rachel again.
Just hang on, just
I haven't picked on anyone tonight, Rach.
guys, just shush a second.
There we go. You see it again.
It's like a metallic, so like a Tibetan singing bowl almost. You know, with the coming from over here. We keep looking at each other and we're like, yeah, we heard that.
I've got one of them in my bag.
I feel like I'm on a boat now.
That's going up, is it?
Keep green on. Oh, on. Oh. And it's just gone on. Stay bright. Alright, if that's you, dim the laser grid again. All the grid. Oh.
On demand, that, wasn't it?
If that was you, do that again.
Take the laser grid pen up.
It's just done it. Just took it out. And take it down again.
Does anybody relate from 1662 in the tunnels?
I figured what that noise is.
What?
It's vibrations off your voice.
You still with us?
You okay, Rach?
Yeah, it's wobbly. I'm really wobbly. Feels like when you're doing a human pendulum. I don't know, I've never been a human pendulum.
Can you move a wheel on that what's that contraption there? Trolley. Can you move a wheel there? Can you turn the wheel? Wayne Woodrun then. Going again, isn't it?
They're right, go on.
I've got a right pain in the neck. You know my right neck? Oh, it's awful. I just have no pains all night except my cough. And then, like, somebody earlier on, it was like somebody literally wanted to go in my mouth and turn and pull whatever inside. That was awful. I've not had no that like that before.
Come on, Spirit, you've got about 20 minutes left. Make yourself known.
I'm all over the place, still
Is
drunk.
is that light on a really solid surface?
Yes,
Put it down there.
solid.
It's down that end.
Shimmering, isn't it?
It's just shimmering, but
Yeah.
it's kind of moving around and then going back solid again.
There you go.
There you go.
Didn't write down. There we go.
To me, it's proper wobbling.
Does anybody else feel like swaying down here?
did you
I
like
just fell
that?
over. I just fell
No,
over.
I know you are, but I don't know if anybody else does, but I feel like I'm on a boat.
Yeah,
I'm
I just
just
fall.
back as involved.
Just falling over.
She's just trying to get in that
She just
bathtub.
face planted the tub.
You're swaying all down there, yeah?
Yeah.
All swaying.
I've just fallen over. I'm taking you with me next time.
Was that you, Nick, falling?
No, Rachel.
Rachel. Can you come forwards down here, Spirits, please? Come on. Come join my friends down here.
A child with a small sphere.
Head of your body stabbed in back.
I feel like there's a cloaked figure going through to the church, and they branch off in different directions as well. which again, right in the town centre, aren't we? That church, how far would you say the cathedral or church is it from here? 300 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much more. It's gone cold again. It's been alright, then it keeps going right cold, and then it'll warm up a bit.
15.1 on the temperature.
15 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be way colder than that.
No, and there you go.
No, I don't feel it. On my arms it's standing.
On the bottom.
15.1.
Feels like about 3.
Does it?
Feels like it could be a frost, doesn't it?
It's warmer outside than it is in here.
It is warmer outside.
Oh,
Shit. I'll have to move a thing.
You're just getting pushed like mad, aren't you?
I tell you, put your body against that door.
Go on.
No, there's nature.
You get tea for all together. And
No?
with that light on you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not for you. Then you want to stand there, you're big enough.
Why don't you switch around, folks?
yeah, I want
It's-
you to come down this end, guys.
At the mic.
Go on, Gary, you go down that end.
No, you hold you hold that for us, right?
I've got to get off anyway, so...
Well, it's only 20 minutes, so 10 minutes. Don't be bottling it, because I'm coming down here.
Yeah, let me move.
You're bottling it?
Bottling it.
Let's
Well,
see.
walk up that lane,
Go on,
don't you?
pass me.
Let's see if we can.
Go on.
Let's see if we can bring this
When you get home, okay?
cloak
I'm not
chat
gone anywhere
through.
yet.
You want me to see that?
I'm not gone anywhere yet.
Oh,
Just see if we can bring this cloak chat through.
Go on then.
See if we can bring this cloak chat through.
I'm going to look up on it, yeah. It's going to be
We'll
a
wait
rain
with you,
one.
we'll wait with you.
You know what to say to her good night when you go out, when you lock up, say good night.
I've got to take that box off the camera and then
Yeah, don't forget that.
it's going to be...
Like hell. Oh.
Any spirit energies would like to come through and work with me? My scarf.
Oh, you stupid git.
Passing me scarf?
In the dark, in your face.
That's alright.
It could have been something else.
Do you know what? The first word that sprang to mind then was schlong.
What is
you
wrong
could've
with
said
you?
sausage then.
What is wrong with me?
You got cobweb stuff in your head,
Oh, I've got cold
You
again.
do. You have. Do you know what? You've got hair look. Ta-da!
got nature on your head.
Yeah, Cheryl, where Gary studies to the entrance to the tunnel.
Go on.
There's somebody.
It's on the ceiling, not your head.
I know, but as we got the cobweb effect before.
Yeah, we're upstairs. Read it. And you like this.
Much broader chest on this chap.
I feel sweaty now, dude.
Just be careful, Gary, because there's a piece of glass behind you as well.
Let's see where we go. Do
What
you
was
feel?
that? What was that?
Do you feel like someone's got their ice cold behind me?
Did anybody else hear that?
Yeah.
Well, I moved one that way.
No, there's like a... I heard it. Like sing song. Sing song.
Anything there at all?
Oh, that's interesting. Cheryl thinks she's heard monks chanting. Yeah, it's coming from behind you, Gary.
Definitely being pulled, drawn back as well.
They kept trying to shove me back towards the door. That's why I didn't want to stand there. I wasn't giving in. Should have done.
Like pins and needles all over my head as well, at the top. Very unusual.
Keep me steady.
Getting an energy to the right hand side as well.
Swaying like that.
Oh yeah.
Like a couple of rushes. Trying to carry a scarf there. Stolen.
Did you hear that?
I'm angry with it, you twat.
That big
Baseball.
Just sounded like a door opened upstairs.
Are you people talking? Fucking people talking.
Might be out on the street.
Could have been a car door,
Are
couldn't
you
it?
swaying up there?
Like look mad. Feel like I'm
It's
writing
weird,
as
isn't
well.
it?
I feel like I'm writing like mad as well. Right hand.
All your apps keep stopping.
The electronics are nuts in this place.
Yeah. Just gonna walk towards you.
Really weird, isn't it?
Your lips.
You're getting that energy.
Stop it. We all just stood over here swaying.
Yeah, no, no, just a lot. Do some calling out then, my buddy. We'll finish it off.
Okay.
My right foot's freezing.
It's cold for
Just my arm.
Cheryl's getting a sense of things being moved from one place to another through the tunnels, and
What are you transporting?
she says, I want to say they're like religious items, but can't properly make them out. Just see a group of hooded figures moving quickly through them. Yeah, Susan Tyler says the same as well.
And paperwork, I feel there's paperwork being signed as well. Ledger.
There's a ledger upstairs in one of
Yeah.
the rooms.
Is there?
Mm.
Does anyone want to stand by the door?
John Wayne.
You know, right?
I'll stand, I'll go.
Go on then. Because you know what's going to happen.
No,
don't
it
you?
won't, no, it won't.
I feel that Wayne needs to see this.
There's not to see. There ain't way
Mine's sitting up down here, I think.
It's very good. I'm about it.
Susan and Cheryl, which way do you think they're going? Are they going out of here towards the church and the lodge, or coming into here?
I feel like
Could be either way.
ow, pull my hair. Ooh, God, there's so much nature. Nature.
Just a bit of energies in the room. Could you come forward?
Do you know I hate red light? Like the white one.
Oh, I don't mind white actually. It's red. It's always it winds you up, doesn't it?
You've got your hairy teeth are like Derek Cora.
You cheekiness.
Oh no, she
No, I love
Derek.
Derek.
He's live on Facebook, people can hear this. Let's talk about my love of Derek.
Yeah, both have actually said that it feels as if they're going out from here towards the church.
I didn't catch a word of that.
Didn't you?
No, we'll talk outside.
dear. Spirit energies would like to step forward, working around my friend. Can you confirm the ledger? Yes or no? Can you confirm the ledger? Step into my friend, use her energies.
Very uncomfortable on the feet here.
Everyone's getting really
I just want
pushed.
to go taller.
Go taller. Overshadow my friend. Step fully forwards. Show yourself to me, please. Wish you no harm. We respect you.
That shadow's getting higher above her at that.
Overshadow my friend in the doorway. Come fully forward and talk to me, please. Man of the cloth, yes or no?
I'm gonna move. She starts prancing. She's
She-
terrifying.
She's got the nod, just the nod there, isn't it? The yes. Can you fully show yourself now to me, sir, please? Can you confirm you was taking items from the church out?
High nose to change, like a hook nose. A Roman nose.
Can you confirm it's 1660s? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Are you the oldest energy in the building? Yes. Show yourself to me, come on. Are you in charge down here?
I can actually see a face right behind her.
Yeah,
The face right, not over her.
yeah,
Right behind her.
yeah. Are you in charge here, sir? Talk to me. Talk to me, sir. Talk to me, please. Use my friend's voice. Is there 6 in the tunnels at the moment? 6 of your friends? I'm seeing vegetables as well. I'm seeing peas. I'm seeing a lot of fruit. Yeah, veg. Just, can you confirm, are you carrying like a pail of veg? Yeah, that noise behind me. Are you carrying a pail? You've got like, it's like half a barrel is what I'm seeing. Can you confirm that? Push my friend forward to yes. Can you show yourself to me? Come fully forward and talk to me. Just going to see if she'll disappear. Do you wish to be off now, sir? Relax, relax. Did you pass me a book earlier on upstairs? Thank you, relax. Do I have to recite that later on? Would you say like the shuffling of like wooden walkers like we walk? Very I'm seeing like 10 to 2 feet.
Praying again.
Praying again. Is it that time of day, sir? We fully respect you and fully...
That's
show
interesting, it just went in and out of focus then. It's telling me there's 3 minutes till end of live video.
Okay. We are going to leave it there.